I'm terrified of this episode. You guys, I bit off way more than I can chew, okay? I bit off way more than I can chew. It's 11 a.m. It's a Friday at 11 a.m. Woke up at 5 with the intentions to record by 8 a.m. It's 11 a.m. The amount of content I have to cover today is asinine, and I'm terrified. I like this music. Actually, no. What do I want? I want to like chill out. Okay. So this is what I've got for you today. Hi, welcome back to the show. It's Jacqueline. This is what I've got for you today. The Jacqueline Monroe show is defined by contrast. One day she's talking about the conflict. No, like, I want to do it all. I want to talk about it all. And so we're going to talk about it all. I've got life updates as usual. Okay. I'll set the scene. I'll give you the vibes. I'll describe everything that's going on that has been going on since we last spoke. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to be going into Taylor Swift again. I can't help myself. Okay, we're going to talk about Taylor. Then are you bored yet? How are you doing? Happy Friday. Happy October 10th. We're doing a podcast. Hi, welcome back to the show. Again, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your listenership and your support. Basically, we're going to talk about Taylor Swift again. Okay. Then we're going to get into, we've got current events, news, the heavy hitters, what's going on in the world. Okay. But most importantly, what the cool girls are wearing this fall. And then we're going to deep dive into my thoughts on being a cool girl. And I'm going to layer in some advice, personal, like from my personal experience about, oh my God, I'm falling apart. Okay, so another thing, I did this last week too. By the way, last week, meaning 2 days ago, because I'm podcasting twice this week. Last episode, I was like, hey, I don't go to the gym anymore when I podcast on the podcasting days because I like to wake up and press record, right? Because usually when I work out, and the reason I like working out before podcasting truly is because it gives me, because of cognitive function, okay? Because it helps clear my mind and make it sharp so I can articulate myself properly. Okay. But like, once again, we didn't work out this morning. We woke up early and I'm podcasting and I'm struggling with the words already, but we'll get into it. Okay. So, yeah, the cool girls, the fall fashion, the trends, my thoughts on all of that, but I'm going to layer in personal stories and anecdotes and hot takes. And you guys, we're going to be talking about the Goodwill a lot today. Okay. We're going to be talking about the Goodwill, specifically the Goodwill. Okay. I know you might have a different thrift store in your neighborhood, but I have a Goodwill that I am a big fan of. We're going to talk about the Goodwill and being a cool girl. Okay. Then we've got, oh my God, we got to keep talking about Candace Owens and her Charlie Kirk investigative journalism series. I said last episode, she's my Risa Tisa. It's no longer who the fuck did I marry? It's who the fuck killed Charlie Kirk. And I'm so glued and I have no idea what's real and what's not and what's fact and what's just theories. You know, it's like hard to tell. But what I did is I compiled, and we're going to rapid fire it at I don't know, maybe 2 hours from now. We'll see how long this goes. Literally, by the time I finish my life updates, the show should be over. Like, I know it's going to be a mouthful. It's going to be a lot to get out when I just cover the last 2 days of my life. Okay. Literally, my life updates in the last 2 days of my life could be an entire episode. But eventually we'll get to Candace Owens and her coverage of the Charlie Kirk assassination, because I'm on that shit every single day, like every single episode, right? I'm like on it, and I'm going to rapid fire like all of her statements, all of the facts, everything that's been like confirmed or speculated, whatever, all of her claims. I'm basically going to just rapid fire all of that in case I don't know if you're also following it. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but I just think it's interesting. I'm like, everything in this world right now is like watching a Netflix show, documentary. Like everything is entertainment. And unfortunately, Charlie Kirk's, I mean, this is fucking sad. But like now Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. And then now my entertainment every day is Candace Owens breaking down like every possibility as to why it happened and all of the possible evidence she can possibly collect. And like now that's the show I'm watching. Candace, it's like, but yet he's dead and like that happened. And then and now it's just like everything is entertainment. It's crazy. Like, yeah. So then we're going to get into like moving on. Shit. I don't know, just like stupid shit like these AI Jake Paul videos. It's not even, that's the story. That's the coverage. They're making these AI hyper realistic AI videos of Jake Paul like doing his makeup. It's crazy. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'll cover that for 2 seconds later. And then I'm basically doing the entire episode right now. Like just talk, like bitch, start doing your life updates. Just get into it. But I like to cover what we're going to talk about. I like to give you like the bullet points. I think it's going to help your brain wrap around this episode and what to prepare for, because it is, this is chewy. Okay. This is a Charleston chew. What are those really chewy caramel things? Yeah. And then we're going to get into this TikTok shop video that inspired me to talk about the science of Korean skincare. Because I'm a beauty guru. Go follow me on TikTok. I'm a beauty guru. Okay. I'm a podcast host, but like I also make beauty guru videos on TikTok. I love it. Okay. I'm really into skincare. I'm really into makeup. I'm really into like the beauty guru lifestyle, partnering with brands and like, you know, trying out new products. Okay. So we're going to be talking about skincare and like science and things you probably don't know about, things I didn't know about. But this TikTok shop video that's slightly racist or actually kind of racist. It's like not racist, but it's kind of fucked up how he talks about Asians in it. You'll see. Yeah, that TikTok shop video was like, it was like one of the best ads I've ever seen. Cause I wasn't thinking, oh, he's going to sell something at the end of this. And then he did anyways. And then we've got, that's about it. I honestly think I could do the entire episode with just the life updates, the cool girl thrift shopping Goodwill topic, and then rapid fire Candace Owens, the coverage I don't know, like I feel like that's annoying. Maybe you're already like on it and you don't fucking care and you're just like Tyler Robinson shot him in the end. He's the guy and you know. But yeah, let's start off. Let's set the scene. We're going to do, I did this last episode. I'm kind of into it. We're going to do Aura Ring statistics. Okay. Or my Aura Ring score, excuse me. How did I sleep? Am I ready? Okay. I haven't looked at it yet today. And you guys are still co-sleeping with our neurotic, psychotic, like crazy ass bulldog. Okay. It needs to stop because I just know I think my sleep might be, I'm guessing my readiness score is going to be worse than my sleep score, or they're both going to be bad. Let's see. 68 and 90. Okay. It says I'm only 68% ready. I've got, yeah, my resting heart rate was up. I ate 4 chocolate chip cookies before going to bed. I'll talk about the cookies in a second. Okay. That was definitely from the sugar spike. Okay. So my readiness score is shit. And then I'm 90 I'm optimal for my sleep score. I've got 7 hours and 43 minutes of sleep. Damn, we went to bed early. Okay, cool. So sleep score, screen time. I mean, I don't think this has changed since we last spoke. It was 5.5 hours of screen time. Last episode. Today we are at, screen time. Boom. Oh, it went up. Well, we're down 18% from last week, but now we're at 5 hours and 44 minutes. It's about the same. Honestly, is that okay? Excuse me. That's a lot. Like 5 hours and 44 minutes. There's 24 hours in a day. That's a lot of time on my phone, but like, it's not like, it's like, I feel like 8 hours, like, wait, cause I'm using it when I play podcasts and I'm like doing stuff that's productive. If I'm like in my car driving, if I'm like running errands that's my screen time is probably, I don't know if that is factored in. It doesn't matter. I'm basically trying to justify that this is a low amount of screen time. I would be mortified if it was like 8, 9, 10 hours. That would be crazy. That's like a sick day. That's like if you're just like in bed on your phone all day, just scrolling TikTok. Like, but I don't even think I ever have that much. Let me see. Can I go back in time? Okay, we're not going to do the entire episode on my screen time, but hi, I'm addicted to my phone. I'm on it for 5 hours and 44 minutes on average every single day. So comment your screen time. Let's be honest. And okay, my new thing is like, okay, I have all these new things. Why do I feel like there should be background music? I don't like just hearing my voice. Like for some reason, this sounds like, wait, am I recording? Yeah, I am. Is this too loud? Shit. It just sounds like it's eerie. Like it's eerie in here. The dogs aren't here. They're at work with Corey. I don't know. Guys are like, do you like the jazz music? I'll do this one. No, I'm not going to do it. A true podcast is just audio, just the voice of the host and the people talking. And it doesn't need to be a fucking Life of a Showgirl production. And, you know, by the way, I kind of understand the concept more now, the Life of a Showgirl. So it doesn't make me feel any different about the album, but like, I understand the concept better now than I did when we first talked about it last episode. So my new thing is being, honest about your screen time. No, being honest to yourself about, or just like, I don't fear having regrets. I think worrying about regretting things in life it's not like useful. It's like a waste of time. I think we should be more like vocal about things we regret and things we wish we would have done and because that's like normal. Like you're a human being, you're not perfect. It's like normal to go through life and then in the heat of the moment when you have the opportunity to make a decision or not, and you decide not to do it, like shit happens. Okay. Then you live that life, you go down that path. And then years later, you're like, wait, I wish I would have, if only, or I wish I would have made the decision differently at that time. But then now years later, you're a little older and you're like, well, I can course correct now. I'm a human being. I have a lot of years of life left. I can make the change now and do it now. Like it's not the end of the world, regrets. And I feel like a lot of people, like Corey and I were talking about it. And he's like, yeah, like I've always been taught to like not like see regrets positively. I don't see them positively. So my new thing is like being honest about what you regret and just like what do you know, it's okay. Like, don't be scared of regret. It's kind of bullshit to be scared. Like you don't want to be, the thing is it's only about, if it's detrimental, wait a minute. No, like it can be bad. There's like a fine line with what I'm discussing. I think little things, don't be so hung up on. Anyways, I don't know why I'm saying that. My other two new things are, I told you guys I'm in my like villain era. I'm in my bitch era. Like I am at the ripe age of 31. I love saying my age. I'm 31, proud to be 31. But also obsessed with skincare and anti-aging products because like, I don't know. Hi, she's a modern woman and she's scared of aging and she doesn't want to look like shit. Okay. Ever at any time. She always wants to look perfect and snatched and wrinkle free. Okay. And that's why she nerds out to skincare. And that's why she plays with products all day. It's because she's like trying to like find the fountain of youth. Okay. And she's currently getting it from Korea, and shout out because that shit is working. Okay. How do I look? Like, okay. We did a powdered foundation today. I don't usually do powdered foundation, but so my new thing is, I'm a bitch now. Wait, what am I saying? Yeah. Being honest about regrets, screen time, calling a bitch out at the ripe age of 31. I'm like at the age where I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to play Mr. Nice woman anymore. Like I'm going to call you out. Like if you cross me, I'm going to be like I'm going to be more confrontational. This moving forward, I'm not going to always take the high road. You know what I mean? I always take the high road. I'm too nice and it's exhausting. Okay. Because I'm like, or it's not exhausting. It's so much, you feel so much better when you're nice and you choose love, you choose peace, you choose empathy, you choose like, you know, being above the drama and not, but sometimes a bitch needs to be called out. And so I'm just like, that's my new thing. Okay. Calling people out. And then my other thing that completely juxtaposes this and it's like, could not be more opposite, is also shutting the fuck up and being poised and not talking a lot and just being more observant and calm and quiet and not being confrontational. Like, I don't know how that makes any sense, but like I've had these two situations this week, literally this week, where I exercise both things, calling a bitch out, like being straight up. And then also I could have done that in another situation, but instead I let the other person do the talking and I like sat back and I was just like very poised, elegant, sophisticated, like gentle, very positive. I had nothing, I never said anything provoking or pot stirring at all. And then they're the one that ended up bringing up the thing that I could have called a bitch out on. And that was such a win for me. So like, there's like, oh my God, it's like such a like there's like a dance you have to do. So there's situations where it's like, call the bitch out. And it depends on who it is, but like in the relationship and all of that. And then there's other situations where it's like, let it breathe, be a princess of Genovia, like be the princess of Genovia, like cross your legs, smile, be gentle with how you talk, like be very, like that's a new thing. I'm so crass. Like last episode, I was like dick, fuck, piss, cunt, pussy, ass, fuck. I literally talked about like this. I played a video of this bisexual gay black man talking about being a dom top. Okay. And railing people and them needing Tylenol because they're not gonna be able to walk for a week. Like I am so crass and I'm so blunt and I'm so sharp and I'm so cutting with my voice. And I can be so like obnoxious here. And I'm learning like, hey, like just be a princess. Okay. Sometimes it's good to be sweet and calm. Okay. See how this episode is going to be 9 hours because I'm not even on. I did my screen time. I did my sleep score, my Oura Ring stats. Okay. I haven't even told you about my drinks, my makeup, my outfit. We'll get into the cookies thing. I told you I was going to talk about the cookies. We have a few more life updates. But yeah. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm growing and I'm learning. And, the thing about, there's videos, okay. There's videos on like, we're going to talk about how to be a cool girl or like what the cool girls are wearing. We'll talk about that. And by the way, I think that's a horse I've beaten to death for years, but like, we're still going to talk about it because it still fucking pisses me off. That's my take. Okay. Like this shit fucking pisses me off. And, everyone's just turning into an NPC and the trends are just flattening everyone into the same archetype, just same thing. And it's stupid. And I have advice. Okay. But, lost my train of thought. Wait, where are we? Oh, I was going to talk about how there's videos on like how to be a cool girl this fall. Okay, cool. But then there's also videos on how to be more feminine, how to like channel your feminine energy, how to, just like be more feminine. And me saying all of those crass things that I just listed that I will not repeat again is feminine because I'll just be crass now, a pussy. Okay, I'm a woman. Anything I do is feminine. So period. Like you don't need to watch videos on how to be feminine. Like anything a woman does is feminine because you're a woman and it's like you just like, there's a way to be more like airy fairy, whimsical, dainty, and delicate. Okay. Put on a little T-length skirt with some polka dots on it. Sure. Twirl around your kitchen. Sure. Do the pin curls. I don't know. That could be perceived as more feminine, but also do that while you're, God, I am so horny this fall. Like the thought I just had about what this like stereotypical feminine little Betty Boop housewife in her little skirt was doing with her pin curls in her hair in her kitchen with a strange man. And her husband, I'll just say her husband, because that's not as, I don't know. Do they? If I don't work out, I'm horny. I don't know. Like, or it makes me more horny. I don't know. What's going on? What is going on? What am I drinking? What's in the air? Because this was the case last episode. I think it's this album. It's planting seeds in my mind about sexual things, this Taylor Swift album. And yeah, so, okay, moving on. The coffee of the day is the Trader Joe's pumpkin spice cold brew concentrate mixed with a Chobani sweet cream. It's the purple container creamer. Okay. I bought the sugar-free one out of curiosity. I'm like, okay, it's got stevia in it. Instead, I was like, let me give that a try. That aftertaste is just not it. Like, there's no way I could ever go back to that. So this is the straight up Chobani sweet cream, like 3 ingredients, milk, sugar, and cream, sugar, and it's like cream and sugar and maybe a little vanilla. Okay. That's like all that's in it, which is like unprecedented. I can never say that word in like a packaged product. Because everything's got like 40 ingredients in it. So like that's a win for MAHA. And the RFK cold. What am I saying? Okay. So that's the coffee. I'm on my 7th and, I'm kidding. I've had so it's a concentrate and I didn't realize that at first. So I just poured the whole thing full and then I put a little of that Chobani creamer. And that's what I did first this morning at 5 a.m. And then now it's 11:30. What happens at 12:30 nap time? Am I going to do it? No. Why? Because I'm going to be podcasting. So I'm going to be taking a fat nap after this. I just know it. This is such a mouthful of an episode. Anyways, I learned from reading the back of it that it's actually a concentrate. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts liquid to 1 part coffee concentrate. And I just did that again now here at 11:30 when I pre-podcast. And that's what I'm drinking. We've got a Spindrift grapefruit today. Not the lemon. I like the lemon. These are my 2 favorites. The Spindrift grapefruit and the Spindrift lemon. Got my blender bottle full of water. Cool. We've got, what am I wearing? Padres hat. I think they're out of the playoffs. I haven't been keeping up with it. This is the first year in the last 4 years that I didn't go to a baseball game. Why did 4 years with Corey? Because we would go to baseball games together, like since we started dating. But yeah, I didn't go to a single baseball game this year. Cool. And then I'm wearing this Banana Republic sweater, fall sweater. And this, I think I got this necklace at Zara when I was like 18. I wore this all over London, where I wore it like every single day when I was doing my study abroad. I'm so cool. Like, you guys, I'm so cool. Banana Republic sweater, gray. Okay, cute. And then my chair is draped with this doggy blanket. Okay, this is a dedicated doggy blanket in our household. It's very Gen Z. It's giving Vans checkerboard. Okay, and I washed it, but forgot to take it out of the dryer. It was like damp in the dryer. You know what I mean? Had a slight dog scent to it, plus the damp scent, but it was dry. It was dry enough to put on this chair. I'm really going into detail. So before I podcasted, I sprayed this shit down with hypochlorous acid. That's another life update. What did she buy during Amazon Prime Day or Prime Week or whatever this week was? Gallons on gallons of hypochlorous acid. Okay. And we'll talk about Skin by Kristen again. So yeah, I put the hypochlorous acid on it. So it's smelling a lot fresher. Makeup today is the Wet n Wild 5-in-1 Essence Primer Finish Powder. I'm using this every episode to powder my upper lip. And why do I powder my upper lip? If you're new here, I don't like looking shiny on my clips for social media. So I'm constantly powdering my face during the episode to mitigate that. Okay. We're doing MAC syrup on the lips. Favorite shade of a MAC lipstick, and this Ulta Beauty. I never know the shade. Does it even say the shade on it? It's like a plumping lip gloss. I think the shade's off of it. And like I use it so much that it's like scrubbed off. I don't know. It's like NARS orgasm. I'm not saying that because I'm horny or my mind's in the gutter today. And it's like that's like my new shtick, my personality type on this podcast now. Like I've never been, I ebb and flow. Okay. Like I don't know what's going on, but the shade is identical to NARS orgasm. If you know, you know, it's got the speckles, like the gold flakes in it. And, so that's the makeup. That's the outfit. Those are the drinks. That's the scene. That's what's going on. Corey has the dogs there at work. He'll probably call and he'll be like, hey, how was the podcast? And I'm like, we're just breaking ground. Okay. Like we're just getting into it. Speaking of Corey, we baked cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and made bread the other night. This was 2 nights ago now. He calls me on the way home from work and he goes, honey, I need a double batch of chocolate chip cookies and a loaf of bread baked by tomorrow at 9 a.m. This is my husband calling me to tell me this on the way home from work. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what in the fuck is going on? What kind of question is this? Okay. Now, mind you, I was already preparing a loaf for the next morning by 9 a.m. Okay. The timing of my next loaf that was in the middle of bulk fermentation was on schedule to be ready. So that was check that box off immediately in my mind. Like, oh, I don't have to make a new loaf of bread. Also, at the time he called me, it was like at 5:30, he's on the way home from work. It would have been impossible to produce a loaf at the level of, cause you know, technically I can make a quick loaf of bread by that time, but to do it the proper way, I would need 24 hours. So, yeah, the loaf was not an issue. The chocolate chip cookies were, okay. I did just buy 2 packages of chocolate chip cookies, which is exactly enough for a double batch of my recipe of chocolate chip cookies from Trader Joe's. I got the ones at Trader Joe's because the chocolate chips at Trader Joe's are like 10 to 15% larger than regular chocolate chips. And that makes a difference. Okay. So I get the ones from Trader Joe's. So I knew I was good in that department. If you don't have chocolate chips, like you can't make chocolate chip cookies. So I was like, great. But then I was thinking about my ingredients. I'm like, we don't have brown sugar. We don't have vanilla. So I was like, honey, I need brown sugar and I need vanilla. He's like, okay, can you text me that? And I'm like, this is like the videos you see of weaponized incompetence. Like was that weaponized incompetence? Because he's like, I'm gonna need a text to get vanilla and brown sugar from you because I don't know what that is. I need pictures. I need details. I need the aisle in the grocery store to go down. I need no, it wasn't like that. But I did text him what to get just as a reminder when he walks in the store. Cause yeah. So he comes home. So the gist, okay. Why did I have to bake the cookies and the loaf of bread? What was the why behind it? Okay. What was this bullshit phone call? Why am I making it like it was a bad thing? Like, I love baking. It's fine. He's like, hey, my buddies, I'm not going to use names, but our friend's son is at college. And he's like, he asked me if Jacqueline could make her famous cookies to send. So when I go visit him, I can give him a thing of cookies and bread. Did I explain that? I explained that so ass backwards. Like our friend's son at college, he's a freshman in college. His dad, our friend, who we love, great guy. He was visiting him this week or something. I'm explaining it 50 times worse now. Our friend's son is at college. He's a freshman. Our friend asked Corey if I could make, okay, we're going to stop now. You get the gist. So Corey gets the ingredients. He comes home. I just got an update from his office, by the way, of the dogs. Let me just see. Okay, they're passed out. Cool. They love his office. I feel like they think it's like Corey's office is like their den, you know? It's like they love being in his office. Like they could roam around and like go anywhere else, but like I'm like, that's sweet. You know, they're den animals at heart, den creatures. Okay, so Corey comes home with the vanilla and the brown sugar. He didn't get me almond extract. He didn't get me, it was great. And I'm like, how much was that vanilla? He's like, holy fuck. It was like $30. Like he got the good one. Vanilla's expensive. And if you're not used to buying vanilla on a regular basis, like it'll shock you. Like that shit's not just $5. Like it's the good stuff. If you get like a big bottle, is like sometimes it's up there. Anyways, he got the brown sugar. He got okay. And then he does something that I've never heard him say before. He goes, I want to make these cookies. I want to bake. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Like we're going to like, I'm going to watch you bake cookies. Like you're going to make this and I'm just going to sit and watch or like we can do this activity together. Like I just get butterflies because I'm like, nothing is better than like cooking with your spouse in your kitchen. Like it's just such a romantic thing, and it's my recipe he's going to learn. And like, oh my God, I'm just like, my mind is going in a million places. And I'm like, wow, this is just wonderful. And it's like, no wonder I'm so horny this week. This is how you get a woman wet. If you're a man listening right now, foreplay, like this is a thing you could do. If your wife has a famous recipe, offer to cook it and like learn how to cook it. That will, what's the Taylor Swift lyric? The redwood tree that will open her thighs or something like that. So he goes, honey, I want to learn how to make this recipe. This is like, I want to know how to do it. This is a special recipe that's yours. And I just really want to learn it. Cause like my thing, if you're in my sphere of friends and people around me, like everyone knows about my chocolate chip cookies. It's just my thing. Okay. Like people ask about them. They ask about them years later. If I haven't seen you in a while, they're like, oh my God, your cookies. Like it's been my thing for a while. And, yeah. So I ended up being his little, I was like fucking Gordon Ramsay screaming at him. He's trying to level off this flour on the measuring cup with the round side. If you know, with the round side of the butter knife and not the flat edge. And I was like, okay, we need 6 cups of flour. And then I did the first one I showed him and then he's doing it, but he's doing the round side. And I'm like, okay, do the flat side. And then he was like you guys, this is how I know my husband's not gay. Why do men get a pass? No, you know what I mean? Like, why the fuck do they get, like, at what point? I grew up with a ballerina farm mother. Okay. We were baking. We were, I was born and raised a traditional woman. Okay. I know all these things. And Corey, his mom bakes, but like, I don't know. It's just not something he's done in a while. So like the flat edge I wasn't going to, ream him a new one for that. But what did I get? Like, what the fuck about? It's just the flour, I think, and how he was scraping it. I was like, because we need an accurate measurement. But he did great. So he like, everything else was great. I taught him about my technique I did an entire episode, by the way, if you want to go back and find my recipe and like my technique and all of that and what I do and why mine are so good. It exists as the best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. That's the episode title. So, but basically the thing that I think people F up and the reason why mine are so good. Okay. This is my secret. I told the secret in that episode, but I'll tell you now. And eventually we'll get to the heavy hitting news topics, the ceasefire. I mean, guys, like we got to talk about the ceasefire. Like, there's some heavier stuff to cover today. That's why I'm scared of this episode. Like it's a lot, but the reason why it's like you go from that to this. I don't know how to be serious. The reason why my chocolate chip cookies are so good is because the doubling of the recipe is 4 teaspoons of vanilla. And I do 2 full tablespoons. I basically just take the vanilla and I just dump like half the bottle. Like I overdo the vanilla. I at least double it. And then when I mix the chocolate chips and the flour and like the dry ingredients in with the wet ingredients, I do that at the same time. I mix it as little as possible at the very end. So I'm not because when you mix flour into the wet ingredients, the gluten starts forming. And so like the less you mix it up, the less tough and chewy, like it, or not chewy, like it, I don't know. It's just what I do. So we baked cookies. We baked the bread. He was so cute. He like, we were preheating the oven. I put the cookies in the fridge just to the dough to like cool a little bit. And he goes and takes a shower and he comes and sits in the kitchen and he's like watching me. Cause I like scooped him and I was starting to bake them. I was putting them on the baking sheet and there were tea towels in front of like hanging on the handle of our oven. And it was so, I don't know why this is so fucking cute to me. Like, you guys just live vicariously through me. Okay. Just enjoy this moment. It's so cute. He goes, can you move the tea towels? Because I want to be able to watch the cookies bake. Like, it was so cute. He just wanted to see them like puff up and change color. And he was asking me so many questions and he was trying to get me to put the oven at like 450. And I was like, no, like, he's like, it'll go faster. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. Like you have to, it's like as accurate, like science, or it's a specific temperature for a specific reason. It's like, you can't, that'll just burn them, like, especially on the bottom. And anyways, so we baked cookies. My mom came to town and visited. She's here for the weekend. She hung out with me yesterday. I picked her up and it was so funny. And like, I'll just tell a story. It's like not even funny. It's just like what we do. So my mom shows up or I pick her up at her hotel and we immediately drive to my house because I want to show her our new backyard, like the landscaping we're doing and just things at the house that she hasn't seen yet that we've been working on. And so we come to the house first and we do a little gossip session in the kitchen. She wanted a Celsius. I gave her a Celsius. I had a coffee. Did we eat? No, we didn't eat. We just like hung out. This was at like 11. This was like from 11 to noon. Okay. Then noon hits and we just kind of look at each other and we're like, okay, we're not that hungry. Like we don't want to get lunch right now. It's like, what do we do? Like, what do you want to do? Like I'm here. I need to be back at my hotel by 5 because she had plans. So I was like, okay, well, like, why don't we just get in the car and just like dink around? Cause that's what you do with your mom when she comes and visits. Like, what am I going to do at noon on what day was it? Yesterday it was, what's day? Friday, Thursday. And I told her in the car, well, God, we gossip so much. We talk so much. It's not gossip, like negative gossip. It's just like good life gossip, good life lesson gossip, all good things. But you get in the car and you dink around with your mom. It's like, where am I going to drive? I've got like 14 consignment stores and antique stores and thrift stores in my mind immediately. And then I also have TJ Maxx, Home Goods. I have Ulta, I have Sephora. Like I've got all these other places I'm thinking of too. But I was just like, my gut was telling me, go to the Goodwill. Like go to the Goodwill. Going to the Goodwill with my mom, that's like it's core to our relationship. My entire childhood. Like it would be like a Saturday. Now, by the way, my favorite thing ever, I'm talking, if you're like, hey, Jacqueline, go have a you day, go have a me day, like do whatever you want. I would rather spend 3 hours at a Goodwill. Now a good Goodwill, like a Goodwill with like good stuff in it. It has to be like, I'm lucky to live by one or like around an area where there is a good one. Don't be Googling like Goodwills and like the closest house to it. Like I'm not like living next to a Goodwill, but so it has to be a good Goodwill. I would rather like just dick around at a thrift store and look at shit for multiple hours than go to the spa. I'd really like to go to the spa too in the same day. So like my perfect day would be like, and I would want to be with people. Well, if I'm doing it by myself, you got to get a drink. You got to go to Starbucks. Okay. Then you're like, okay, you go to the Goodwill. Maybe you're getting your nails done. Yeah. Mani-pedi, Starbucks, Goodwill. I would do like my ideal situation would be like this, the mani-pedi blurs into like a spa situation and a massage, definitely a massage. But the Goodwill is like the bulk of the day. Anyways. So we go to the Goodwill. Did I round that out? But my mom, like growing up, I'm thinking about like having kids someday and how like I'll fucking, that'll be what we do on a Saturday. Like, hey, like we'll go to the park and then like, well, whatever, like we'll run around and then we're gonna like, hey, get in the car. We're going to the Goodwill. I feel like that's what my mom did. Like we didn't really need shit. Like it wasn't like, hey, we need to like buy clothes. Like, yeah, obviously we'd like buy clothes and stuff there. That's like what we did, but it was more for like an outing, an event just to like have fun and like dink around. Right. Cause I know my mom loved doing it too. So like, I'm basically doing the same thing. It never ended. I still do it. And so we go to the Goodwill. You guys, I'm looking at it right now. I have butterflies and I haven't felt butterflies about a clothing item since I put my wedding dress on for the first time. This is the feeling in my body I had about putting my wedding dress on is the same feeling I have about this $25 Goodwill clothing item that I just found with my mom. And basically we were in the back of the store looking at the homewares and like the glasswares and the you know, they had a leather recliner for $25 that I actually like sat in. I was like, damn, this is comfy for $25. We might need this. Okay. I was pretty close to buying a $25 recliner for our home and it matches our ottoman. So I was like, great, goes with the decor. This is going to be a 9-hour episode. What am I still recording? Okay. Yeah. Okay. My HDMI cord busted. So I'm not hooked up to my big monitor and it's throwing me off because I can't see if I'm recording or not in the way I want to. Okay. I've got multiple things happening on my laptop and I don't like it. So we're in the homewares. She finds these beautiful art pieces for one of her bathrooms. So like, she's like, hey, we're going to have to like, literally she's like, okay, I'm going to get these, but I have to get on an airplane in 2 days and I don't want to dick around with like shipping it at UPS. So we're going to go to Home Depot after this. We're going to buy some boxes and duct tape and I'm going to wrap this up at your house and I'm going to just check this. Like I'm going to check it on the, you know, as part of my luggage. I was like, great. Okay. So that was something she found. And then I see like, as we're looking at the homewares and everything, these clothing racks of coats, like fall and winter coats going by. And I was like, oh, I know these are good. Immediately I was like, these are good. I can tell these are good. And I follow that clothing rack. Like I'm like fly on shit. I'm like, I'm going to be the first one to go through this. Cause that's what happens is like, and this place was busy on a Thursday at what, like noon? It was crazy. I'm like, why is it so busy today? Like it was just so busy. And I was getting anxious because I was like, no, I have to look at these coats first. And something that I've done this episode, like I said, it was going to be 9 hours. I said, it's going to be a mouthful. I started off this episode saying, I'm going to be scared of it. Jesus, I didn't even do my plugs, whatever. But do you enjoy the level of description I get into? Am I taking you for a ride right now? Do you enjoy the details? Do you enjoy the minute details of my life updates and what's going on? Like, is this, if it was me, I enjoy that. When I listen to other podcasts, I'm like, thank you for painting the picture of your regular life and like the regular things you do, like shopping and like picking something out. That's fun. Okay. So I'm enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you haven't already and follow me on social media. Cool. Those are my plugs. Patreon.com/TJMS if you want to support the show. Patreon.com/TJMS. TJMS if you want to support the show. It's $5 a month. Cool. So I'm getting anxious. It's busy and I want to look at this clothing rack. Okay. I approach the clothing rack. Immediately I see a vintage, puffy, cool 49ers, like a cool embroidered jacket, 49ers jacket. And, you know, when I talk about the cool girl segment, by the way, like I'll get to that and I'm going to play a couple videos. What I'm describing right now, like, well, I'll explain it then, but yeah, I'm in my head, I'm looking at this 49ers jacket and I'm like, I'm a Seahawks fan. Okay. I'm a Seahawks fan, but this is a sick 49ers jacket. Those two things can't exist if you're a Seahawks fan. You can never, if you're a Seahawks fan, if you're actually a Seahawks fan, there is not a world you would ever live in where you would look at a cool, like vintage 49ers jacket and consider like buying it and thinking you should have it. So I'm a fake fan now. Like I've lived in California. I'm going on my 8th year. I've been saying this for a while, but I need to pick a California team. And I'm Olivia Culpo's biggest fan. I'm obsessed with Olivia Culpo. I'm obsessed with all the wags. Okay. I love, who is it? Claire Kittle. Like I follow her now. Like I'm following all of the wags. I know all the players on, the team. What documentary was that? Receiver or something? And that's why. Who's the refrigerator? Trent Williams. Like I did an episode. I referenced him a lot. Isn't he called the refrigerator? He's like he's so big. That's why they call him a refrigerator. Anyways, Christian McCaffrey's back, I guess. He's like healthy this year. So yeah, I'm like kind of a fan. Anyways, so I see that coat first. I'm going to fast forward this to the item of clothing that I have butterflies about. 'Cause it's annoying that I'm going through this. Basically, I'm taking you on the ride of like looking through a clothing rack of coats. I don't need to go coat by coat. Okay. A lot of them sucked. And then it's interesting. I saw the lapel on this black coat. I just saw the lapel. I noticed it was long, but I saw the lapel and I was like, that's a good coat. I just grabbed it and put it in my cart. I didn't like analyze it or anything. I just grabbed it and boom. Cause I was on a mission to like look through there's like a lot of them. There are 2 racks of coats. Okay. And didn't think anything of it. And I found a couple more. And then what I do is I wheel my cart over to the big mirror in the corner and I try them on. That's usually how I do it at the Goodwill. And I put on this coat with that lapel that's like it's more of a, what kind of lapel is it? Is it like a cowl neck? Cowl lapel? Dude, I'm a fashion podcast. Cowl lapel, is that the right coat? Basically, the shit's okay. It's like not. It's like a rounded lapel. Okay, this coat is perfect. It's pristine. It's 100% cashmere. It's from this vintage brand called Florette. I've never heard of that brand before. I think it's a US brand. I had to take pictures on ChatGPT of the labels and everything. And I was like, what's the tea on this coat? Because this is so fucking nice. And it's probably anywhere, it said like the age of it would be anywhere from like 1990 to 2004, maybe not even that old, maybe whatever. Like I couldn't figure out exactly. But you guys, when I say this coat, I'm doing this entire podcast on a cashmere coat that I found at the Goodwill for $25. Oh my God, I do need to crack my neck. And I did back day 2 days ago because I blew my, how does that make sense? Wait a minute. I blew my low back out. So I can't do lower body because it like hurts my low back when I do lower body. But I'm like, I can do a back day instead. But it's my upper back that's sore. And I didn't do my morning stretching routine. So I'm really stiff right now. So I'm doing the entire podcast on a coat. Basically, you guys, this coat is pristine. What's so shocking about it is that it hits me right above the ankle. So it's a long coat, has one button. It's like a drapey coat, if that makes sense, but very cool, very like classic, like totally my style, perfect for fall and winter, especially California fall and winter where it's like not freezing. It's not too thick or anything. It's perfect. Okay. And every now and then, like the coat is the outfit, by the way. Like if you want to like look amazing all the time, no matter what season, especially fall, winter, but like it's all about the coat. It's all about having like the perfect coat. So this is the perfect coat. And what's crazy about it, and I'll shut up and I'll move on. Oh my God. Like this is crazy that I'm going into this much detail about going to the Goodwill and finding a coat. But the crazy part about it is that the condition the condition it's in is as if it was definitely never worn. The lining is like, it's so shiny. It's like perfect. Every stitch, like if you analyze if you get a microscope in there, like it's perfect. And I'm like, this thing is so old. It definitely was in someone's closet. This closet must have been temperature controlled, like this must have been in like a vacuum sealed bag. I don't know. Like, it's too nice. And it's 100% cashmere for $25 at the Goodwill. Okay. What are the cool girls wearing? That shit. That's oh my God. It's a type of coat that like, you would see me wearing it. And you're like, that's a nice coat, but it's not like funky or crazy or anything wild. It's just like a great coat. So my mom and I, we went to the Goodwill. Okay, this is like the funny part. And then again, so we finished the coat, but I'm still talking about the Goodwill. Basically, you can't, if you're me, I can't shop at the Goodwill with people if they're like scanning the racks quickly and like, they're like, okay, I'm good, you know, or like they find two things and no. I can only go with people, basically my mom and my sister. And a couple of my friends are like this too, where they want to go through every single square inch of the thrift store. Like they want to see every little thing. So that's my mom. And it was at the point where she's like, okay. Oh no. Oh no. Do I have a bug in my nose? Oh no. Oh my gosh, it's a fuzzy. I had a fuzzy in my nose. It's probably from this dog blanket. I think it is. I think it puffed up from the blanket. Basically, my mom was like, okay, we'll leave. I'm looking at my clock now. When it's 1:30, we have to leave. So I was like, okay. So we had like 30 minutes. And then like 10 to 1:30, she's like, when the clock says 2, we're going to leave. This is so my mom. Now I have to get her back to the hotel by 5. And then it was like 2 o'clock and she's like, okay, I'm extending it 30 more minutes. At 2:30, we're going to leave. And then we actually left at 2:30. But that's how it is. Like, you just get like so in there and you're just so like, oh my, your mind, I get so much adrenaline and endorphins and like all the feel good things when I'm at the Goodwill because the randomness of it all, like that does something to my brain. And we'll talk about that when I get to the cool girl segment. Okay. So let's carry on to, I think I need to move forward on the list here. To Prime Day purchases. I said I wasn't going to buy anything and then I ended up buying a few things on Amazon Prime Day. Okay. I literally got like, this was literally what I got on Prime Day. Okay. Hypochlorous acid, a gallon of hypochlorous acid, the big size of that brown Amazon Basics hydrogen peroxide bottle. Okay. I think it was like 30% off. Like these were things I needed. So I needed hypochlorous acid. I needed hydrogen peroxide. And then I got toothpaste from Boca that is normally, I want to say $13. I think it was on sale on Prime Day for $11.99. Like what the fuck? Or maybe it was like $9.99. I don't know. And then I got my favorite shampoo from Way. Is that how you say it? Way? I think it was like $10 off. The fine hair shampoo from Way. And I also, cause I needed shampoo. So that's literally what I got on Prime Day. And then I'm seeing here, I got a refund for something I didn't return. So that's cool. I got a refund for a face wash. The Bioderma face wash. It says you've already requested a return for this item. I never did that. Item received. The return. They received it. It's in my shower. I'm like, what the? Does that happen? I feel like I've heard about that happening to people. Oh my gosh. I got so much good stuff recently. You guys, you don't need to like overspend and buy and buy and like get products and more products. But like, I just got this Medicube triple collagen hydrating cream. It's a great hydrating cream if you're looking for one. The scent, I really like the subtle scent of it. It's like, I can handle, by the way, my skin can handle a lot of, I thought I had sensitive skin, but I really don't. Like, I don't even have dry skin. I have very normal skin. I'm perfect. Like, if you want to, like, what even is normal skin? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't do anything when you put any products on it. Like, it's just normal. Like, it doesn't get oily. It never looks shiny and it never looks dry. Like, mine just is like, whatever is it combo? Maybe it's combo. Like, but fragrance, back to that triple collagen cream. Like, it doesn't bother me. Okay. So those are my Prime purchases. You guys, Skin by Kristen. This is the final life update, and then I'll move on to what else is going on in the world, basically, like, and Taylor Swift and all this shit. So, you guys, and I want to end the episode to like do this right now because like I'm observing my home in the audience here, or in like where the audience would be. Hi, I'm talking to air. I'm talking to an audience. There's no one today. I don't have any dogs staring at me today. I'm like seeing things that are annoying me already, but like, you guys, Skin by Kristen is my Martha Stewart. Okay. She is my obsession, my motivation. She is the thing. This is how far it goes for me with Skin by Kristen. It's not only does she inspire me to get the fuck off my ass and clean my house. Okay. Like deeply with hypochlorous acid and rubbing alcohol. And she's inspiring me to buy a leaf blower so I can leaf blow my garage every single night. Okay. Not only is she doing that, I catch myself when I'm on my ass telling myself 5-minute phone break before I get back to the emails, before I get back to the editing, before I get back to the work. When I catch myself slipping past those 5 minutes a little too far, the thing that clicks me back into work mode and like, come on, like get going, like, come on, Jacqueline, get back to the typing, get back to the work is, I will literally, I'll literally just like watch one of her videos, and her way of being is so motivational to the point where it's it's like I can watch a cleaning video and that doesn't make me want to like stop working and go clean. It's like, it makes me want to keep working. Like, okay, just her way of being, the way she articulates herself, the way she is meticulous and like cares about doing things the right way. And like, just, you guys, she's my like life, like it's like not life coach. Like she's like the angel on my shoulder throughout the day. She's a cult following too. Like anything she does, people, any video she posts, I immediately like it. And I'm like commenting, and she like followed me back. Cause I made another, this will probably be a clip. I don't know. I made a clip of about her, and she followed me back. I was like, oh my God, she followed me. But I'm obsessed. And I know a lot of people hate her because like, oh my God, her husband wore like a Trump shirt one time, or like, I don't know, like a conservative looking t-shirt once. People don't hate her. I think barely anyone does. I think it's like stupid people that are fucking retarded, like complete idiots. It's like, there's nothing to hate. But she's very inspiring. So basically what I'm saying is that I just love my little cleaning routine now. And it's not really any different than what I did before. I'm just using better cleaning products. And I love spraying hypochlorous acid all over my dog beds like Kristen does. And it just, everything is so fresh in our house. Like everything feels clean and like fresh. And that makes me feel good. I don't know. It's a good mental health practice. Like cleaning, just having a clean space is just so good for you. It's so good for you. Okay. I need to do a little spindrift break right now. I don't have cleaning OCD, but I kind of wish I did. Like, you know what? Okay, this is oh my God, I didn't even tell you like the most important part of this, or like the key part about Skin by Kristen is that she does 20,000 steps a day, and it's because she never sits on her ass, right? And I feel like we're not supposed to be sitting on our ass all day. It's like so bad. It's like it causes disease. Now, like it's why we're fat. No, wait, what's the issue with the sitting on your ass all day? Oh, wait. It makes us fat, makes your ass flat, bad posture, back pain, forward head posture. So basically like being on your feet, like faffing around all day or around your house, or like running errands and like being active, moving, and not just an hour at the gym. Like you have to like move throughout the day. That's like what Kristen does, right? She like never sits on her ass. She like sleeps 4 hours. She like goes to bed at 1 a.m. like does like her full double cleansing shower routine, like twice a day. Like now I'm like, wait, I have to double cleanse my skin. But see, if you're also like a biohacking girly, or like a holistic health girly, you know that like doing a lot of scrubbing of the skin and products on the skin and layering and the lotions and she does like Kristen does body retinol and all that. Like your skin is your biggest organ and like absorbs stuff. And like, I don't know if it's good to always be like stripping. You don't get that dirty to the point where you need to like scrub your skin 4 times a day, you know, like, but she's like really into her shower routine and God bless, like she looks clean. I mean, everything about her is clean. And I'm like, oh my God, like, yes, like it's satisfying. It's like it scratches that itch in my brain, like watching pimple popping videos. Like it's just like, yes. So she's double cleansing in the shower, but the steps, it makes you get more steps in because you're just like noticing things. And you're like, oh, I have to walk across the house to get this and I have to do that. And and like, I'm in my back garden and I'm like, you know, she considers her outside the same as her inside. So like she's tidying up her patio and like cleaning her patio. And I'm like, I have these like lounge chairs on our deck. And I'm like, I should be wiping those down. I should be cleaning those cushions. Like, but it's outside. So I never think to, I'm like, it's outside, you know? So anyways, that's my latest like kick and my obsession. And do I watch reality TV? No. Am I watching the new Love is Blind season? No. Am I watching Skin by Kristen compulsively every single day, hoping she posts 15 videos a day, which she does? She's hitting like, her numbers are crazy. That's what I'm up to. And then in terms of shows, yes, we finished the Story of Ed Gein, the Monsters documentary. 2 thumbs up. I love those series. I love them. They're so well done. And then last night we started watching Cocaine Quarterback, or something about the cartel and like this quarterback from USC who like laundered money and then he's like in prison now. And it was good. It was really good, really interesting. I'm not done with it, but the storytelling was really good. So I think it's called Cocaine Quarterback. I'm pretty sure. Amazon Prime, I think it was on. So, oh my God, the Eagles lost again. Yay. Okay. So I'm a fake Seahawks fan because I like the 49ers a little bit more than I should. And I almost bought that coat, right? But like also, you guys, okay, I'm fucking sick and tired of the Chiefs being good and the fucking Eagles being good. And I'm going to just say it quietly because our friends are diehard Chiefs fans to the point where like, I don't like, we go to the Chiefs bar with them like every fucking game. And we like doing this. This is our 4th season doing it. Like I've become a Chiefs fan. Okay. I respect the greatness. Okay. I respect Patrick Mahomes' ability to get the win, you know, at all, like in the craziest ways when you think they're going to lose and like, you know, he rallies and the team comes together and he throws the touchdown and they, you know, I respect it. But like, I'm like, who are the new kids on the block? Like what teams are going to rise above? Are the Jaguars what team was 4-1? And I was like, huh? Who did the Chiefs play last night? Was it the Giants and they were 1-4? I think the Giants are 1-4, or now they're 2-4. Yeah. Because they beat the Eagles. But yeah, I'm like, what teams are going to be the good teams this year? Because I don't know if it's going to be the Chiefs and the Eagles again. So anyways, football things, Skin by Kristen things. Do we have any other TikTok obsessions or creator obsessions? Like who am I obsessed with following? Honestly, Olivia Culpo, like I'm loving this mommy. I'm loving this motherhood arc and this new chapter. I think it's just everything she does. I'm just like, you're just so nice and lovely, you know, back to what I was saying about like not being so crass and crazy and like obnoxious, you know, and being more like, calm the nervous system down once in a while, more than like do it a little more than you usually do. Speaks more softly, chill the fuck out, don't be crazy. You know, thing is when you put a camera on me, I turn into a crazy this is how I get, okay? So it's definitely for entertainment value. Like, I'm not like this. I am more like an Olivia Culpo, like, hi, like, so good to see you. Like, you know, when like you see me out and you're like, hi, Jacqueline. Like, I'm like cute like that. I'm not like, I'm not like crazy, you know? I'm like, hi, like, I'm so girly and bubbly and like, just sweet and stuff. Like, you know, that's really who I am out in the wild. Like, I'm like, what's the whole concept of Taylor Swift's album? It's Taylor Swift playing Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift, how you think of her isn't really who she is. And she's trying to like say that with this album or something. I don't know. She like does this, she has this whole speech about it. I'll play it. It's like word salad. And I don't understand. It's like she's playing a character of herself, because so like, I'm me. No, this gets complicated when I think about it. No, but like, I love how Olivia Culpo is just like when she turns on the camera, she's just nice and pleasant and great. And she's not a truck driver. So that inspires me. And that's why I like following. I don't know who else. I don't need to get into it. Let's get into Taylor Swift, because this is some fucking bullshit. You guys, okay. So I revealed last episode, if you didn't listen to it, that I am not a hater. I'm not a Swiftie. I like some of her music. That's my level of fandom, Taylor Swift fandom, or my interest level. It's like, I get down to like 10 of her songs. Like I love some of her music. Like those songs hit for me, and I'll blast them in my car if they come on. But outside of that, very neutral and different, like whatever, as far as following her as a pop star online and like caring about her life as, you know, and like, I'm not like, I have no interest. Nothing registers positive or negative. I totally admire what she's built, and it's like, wow, that's amazing. I feel like anyone, especially a woman, who can rally the troops of the world around to the point where they turn into a cult. No, I'm kidding. No, like anyone who can get the world to come together like that and bond over something that's positive music, make friends over it. Like it's connecting. She's connected so many people, and like, I can't shit on that. So I'll never be a hater, even though I think, yeah, she's fucking annoying and in her face a little too much. Like it's just, she annoys me. A lot of the personality things annoy me. I didn't reveal that last week. I find her very annoying. That is, so I like her music, but I didn't say that. This is another revelation. Like I'm revealing something new this week. I'm going to start, but by the end of the episode, I'm going to be like, fuck Taylor Swift. I'm kidding. I'm not going to ever be like that. I think being a hater is a cop out. It's like, it's too easy to be a hater. It's like easy to be a hater. Like, the only thing I'm a hater of, like, if you like, literally for me to hate you, you'd have to kill someone. Like, that's probably how much. Yeah, it takes a lot to turn me into. I sound like I'm a hater though about a lot of things. Like I sound so negative and dismissive of a lot of things that a lot of people love and think are cool. I'm always like a contrarian about. I don't like contrarians. I don't like people that like always have to play devil's advocate and always have to. You know what I mean? Like that's not my default setting, but I do have a curious mind, and I ask questions that are a little maybe more outside of the box than the norm. And that makes me look like I don't like something when I'm really I just like digging deeper. I don't know. Call me Candace Owens. Call me an investigative journalist give me a topic. I'll investigative journalist it. I'll fucking deep dive for no reason on it for 4 hours, and I'll call it a podcast. So, but some of these criticisms of Taylor Swift and her new album are very valid. And I'm reading here that she sold 2.7 million copies in the US on release day. She outperformed the Tortured Poets Department, TTPD, I think is what the swirlies call it. Wait, not the swirlies. If you're a toaster, you know where that reference comes from. Because I am a swirly. I am a toaster and I am a swirly. And thing about me being a toaster and not being a super fan of Taylor Swift is that those two things like seem like they can't go together. But I love Claudia and Jackie, and I know how much they like Taylor Swift. They had their criticisms though. I was like, yes, that's the thing about the toast and Claudia and Jackie is that they're so balanced and objective in how they talk about these pop culture topics on their show and celebrity topics. And it's like, they're really good at that. And I feel like I'm very like, I pick a side and I'm like I'm more judgy about stuff, where not that they aren't, it's just they're more, when they describe something, they're very objective and like neutral, and they just tell the story without inflicting their opinions constantly. And then they kind of give their opinion, but they never go hard in the paint where they're like complete assholes. And I wish I had that ability, and I just don't. But it's not their brand. Like, you know, they're the Toasts, they're the Swirlies. Okay, but the Swifties, back to the Swifties. They call the Tortured Poets Department, her album of 2024, TTPD. And this is called Tloas, The Life of a Showgirl, TLOAS. So her Life of a Showgirl outperformed her last album. Okay. The total of 3.5 million equivalent units first week deluxe bundle. I don't fucking care. Forbes and AP News confirmed she broke modern era first week sales records. For context, this is unprecedented in 2025. There's that word. If I read it, I can say it. Unprecedented for 2025, especially considering streaming's dominance. No other artist this year has crossed 1.5 million in their first week. I don't know. Okay, so this is what I want to play, you guys. So we're gonna play this interview. Actually, it's on me. Got everything queued up because I'm a professional. Okay, so just watch me work. You know, I almost grabbed my phone to put the speaker to my, or like the TikTok clip to my microphone, like a rookie. But then I'm like, wait, no, I've got the laptop connected to the Rodecaster, and the TikTok videos queued. So basically, here's Taylor Swift, and she's this confused, like this. I think of myself as like I'm pretty smart. Fuck, you know, we need some more sound effects. Say this episode needs more sound effects. A real dad, a real husband, a real man. Yeah, I think of myself as a real dad, a real husband, and a real man. Okay. Okay. But like sometimes when people talk, I'm like, what in the fuck are you saying? Like, just listen to this shit.
At what point do you sort of start to write and it comes from a very sort of unexplained place, but then you go, okay, you know what? I can actually marry this with something really interesting that mixes the cerebral with the emotional.
Yeah, I think that's a really amazing thing that you're cluing in on, which is that sometimes I'll use specific vernacular to be satirical. Like the entire first verse of Eldest Daughter is somebody trying to figure out how to say things that they've read on the internet, whether it be like apathy is hot or memes and trolling, and how do I keep up with how we're supposed to talk in order to describe how much we don't care when really we all care about something, right? So then you go to the pre-chorus and I go more into my own voice of I've been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. That's the
Okay, she's dying from trying to seem cool. I've been afflicted by a terminal. I'm afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. Sometimes it's like she's saying, oh, what is she saying? There's this quote. So that was from her Apple Music interview. And that's the interview where she did with, I think, Zane Lowe. I've watched some of his YouTube, like, long form interviews with artists. I actually really enjoy them. They're interesting to me. This is the same interview where she was talking her shit, saying, if you say my name in the rule of show, it's this.
The rule of show business is if it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're helping.
Okay. I played that last episode. First of all, I thought that was AI. I didn't recognize her. And I guess all the girls are saying that like she's had some work done. And I didn't want to comment. I'm never, okay. I said this, I keep referencing, I said this last episode about Taylor Swift, but like, we're all trying to do our best as women. It's fucking hard to be in the public eye. I can only imagine, but she's had some work done. Okay. And it's noticeable. And especially in that interview, and the girls are saying like she might've had a brow lift or some cheek filler, or I'm not quite sure, but I didn't recognize her. I thought that was AI at first, but no, she was really talking that shit, saying like, if you say my name, it's helping. Basically, you're making me money. And it was like weirdly angry, like just her tone. It's like she has this like angst about her. So back to what she was saying in that other clip about going into her own voice and how do we convey what we say online to what we really think and how we're trying to prove to be cool. Like, I'm so lost. But she has this, or she said this quote about, she was in another interview because she's doing the rounds that, okay, I literally asked ChatGPT, what the fuck does this mean? So this is a quote from one of her interviews. I forget which one. This is what happens when you live outside your own mythology. And I wanted to sound like I was dressing up as myself. This is what happens when you live outside your own mythology. So when you live outside of, okay. And I wanted to sound like I was dressing up as myself. I guess the more I have to, it's one of those things where I read that and I was like, because I was looking up like what were the tidbits from her interviews for this album? Like, what was she saying? What did she reveal? Like, what kind of tea did she spill? Was there anything she addressed in these interviews? I don't know. I was just looking for stuff and I read this and my brain got scrambled. But I guess the more you read it, you're like, you could probably interpret it. But I literally had to ask ChatGPT, what the fuck does this mean? And it says, those two Taylor Swift quotes are so Taylor. Poetic, self-aware, a little bit cryptic. But here's what they really mean in plain English and what she's getting at creatively. Okay. She says, okay, this is what happens when you live outside your own mythology. She's talking about how after nearly 2 decades in the spotlight, her public persona has become a myth, almost a fictional version of herself that she helped create. She's saying that when you've been famous long enough, your story, the heartbreak girl, the mastermind, the Easter egg queen, becomes bigger than who you actually are day to day. She's acknowledging the blurred line between Taylor the person and Taylor the character she's built. Like now she's trapped inside that legend that she's authored. It's part self-reflection, part warning. This is what it looks like when your reputation, your love life, your eras, your fans' theories become your reality. I wanted to sound like I was dressing up as myself. This is her saying she performed her own persona on this album. Like she put a costume on of Taylor Swift. Instead of writing from a vulnerable confessional place like she did on Folklore or Red, she's deliberately leaning into the hyper-curated pop star version of herself, the showgirl, the legend, the archetype. So musically and lyrically, she's exaggerating what people expect from Taylor Swift. Think glitter, bravado, irony, self-parody, theater. It's her way of saying, I know you see me as a character, so this time I'm going to play that role to the extreme. Okay, so basically she's saying, okay, I've been a celebrity for so long, I've turned into a character version of myself, so this album is just Taylor. So this album isn't just Taylor, it's Taylor playing Taylor. So the costumes, the showgirl outfits, the feathers, like the whole album aesthetic is like a parody. Right? Wouldn't that be so it's like a parody. So that's why it makes sense, because you have to interpret it that way. You can't interpret it literally, because if you interpret art literally, you're stupid sometimes, because it's not always literal. And that's how she would think. Of course, her album doesn't sound like burlesque. Of course it doesn't, because that's too obvious. Life of a Showgirl, that's too obvious. So she wears the burlesque outfit. She wears the feathers and the rhinestones and the, what was on her nipples? I don't know. Like, didn't she have like those, don't they just wear like, if you go to like my head's not in the gutter. I am not feeling horny in this moment. What are those? I'm just saying, they have like pasties when you go to these like nude shows in Vegas, like the Showgirl shows. Did she have any of those? That would have been a vibe. I need to see her tits. I am. Do you guys enjoy this? I just say what's on my mind. I don't know. So like, she like dressed up a certain way to look like a showgirl, but then the music is more like, I've been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. It's like very, her songs in this album. And again, I listened to the thing top to bottom. I mean, The Life of a Showgirl, the song, The Life of a Showgirl is so, it's like a lullaby you'd sing to your 7-year-old daughter as she's fallen asleep. Like, it just has no, it doesn't pack a punch at all. It doesn't give Life of a Showgirl. And it's just like, the song is like, it's like cheesy or something. Like, everything's cheesy with her. It's like, this album sucked. No one's saying it's great. If you're saying it's great, I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not her, but it's her playing her. But it's like not, I don't know. So I was watching, I think it's one of her music videos, and she's dressed up. I think she posted it on her Instagram, a clip. I think it's the first song on her album, which is, guys, I'm becoming a Swiftie. I know so much about Taylor Swift. Just this week, I'm like learning so much. It's the first song. I know what it is. Taylor Swift. It's not The Fate of Ophelia, is it? Is it The Fate of Ophelia? Yeah, the first song is The Fate of Ophelia. So her music video, I think, is for that. And it's just like, here's what I realized. I'm watching her in the showgirl outfit, and then I saw the vibes. Oh my God, was she running through a high school hallway? And wasn't there like a football at one point? I need to watch this music video, and I'm not going to play it like the volume. But basically, I'm like, this is, and I kind of already addressed this. Oh wait, oh my God, she's in so many outfits. No, she's in like a hotel hallway, or she's like backstage at a show. She looks like Marilyn Monroe there. She's got the feathers. Okay. She's got the glitter, the rhinestones, the fringe, right? That's the showgirl thing, the fringe. But like, when you listen to the song and you watch the music video, it could have hit so much harder. And I'm like, I think we all wish she was more literal about it with the showgirl thing, because she could easily do that instead of having to like say something about like, I've become a character of myself and everyone, or I'm playing a character of myself, and like my public persona has become a myth, and it's almost, what did I read? Almost a fictional version of myself. And it's like, I don't think so. Like, I feel like our opinion of Taylor Swift is exactly who she is. Like, it is. Like, yeah, okay, she's not relatable because she's a billionaire and her, you know, she's an entire, basically a whole, like Taylor Swift is a brand. It's very commercial and corporate now, but like, she's always just been like this awkward, like blonde chick with the bangs and a red lip, like playing the guitar. Like, that's always been like her core identity. And like, that's how she presents. Like, when she walks out into the wild, it's like, it's always what is she wearing? Like, this outfit is so like chuggy, and like she, you know, and she's kind of like, the style's a little off, but like, that's relatable because like, she's just like an average girl, you know? So I don't think our perception of her isn't who she is. And so like, for her to like clap back and be like, I have to make an album mocking who you think I am, this showgirl. We don't think you look like a fucking Broadway, or we don't think of you as Beyonce. Like, we don't think of you as like a showgirl like that. We think of you regular. We think of you as like the average relatable white girl. Like, but so like, her perception of how we perceive her isn't correct. Like, that's not it. Like, and so this showgirl thing is kind of stupid because Dude, I'm doing a full Taylor Swift episode again. What did we talk about? I did an entire episode before this one, or entire segment about a coat from the Goodwill. And now I'm talking about Taylor Swift. I really want to be calm when I talk now. Okay, I'm going to channel Olivia Culpo, or like more poised female women that I admire. Okay. Walk with me. Okay. Walk with me right now. Maybe you already got the point, but I'm going to like kind of reiterate it. I don't care how many millions of people saw the Eras tour, and I don't care how she dressed up on that stage in that cute little I love that outfit, by the way. It's like that rhinestone like the Speedo. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the little what kind of, it's like a, what are the things that you clip the under in the oh my God. Okay. It's like Skims, it's like Spanx, it's like you buy it on Amazon sometimes. They clip, you have to unclip it to pee. What are those called? Onesies? No. There's a name for it. I have to, you guys, this is going to be a really long episode. I hope you're enjoying it. This is on video. You can like hang out, put this on your TV, sit with me for 4 hours. Okay. Shapewear? No, it's literally clothing. Okay. Bodysuit. Oh my God. It's a bodysuit, right? It's a bodysuit. Okay. So the bodysuit. Okay. So like millions of people watch her on the stage at the Eras tour. She's in the bodysuit with the rhinestones. She's like playing the guitar. She's in these crazy outfits and doing these twirls, and it's very like enchanted and folklore and like, I don't know all the specifics. But like, you don't see her up there and think like Showgirl. Like you don't think of her like she's too, showgirls are not connected to her fans like Taylor Swift is connected to her fans. That's why Beyonce's a good comparison. Is that the drama? Was the drama, the Kanye drama between her and Beyonce? Oh yeah, Beyonce had the greatest album of all time. Is that the reference? Fuck. But just hear me out. Like, the thing about Beyonce is that she's an ice queen with her fans. Like she is, and I don't know how she is now, but like I saw I think it was 60 Minutes, like an interview of her when I was like 7. And I was like, oh, she's like not very warm. Like she's very, in my mind, I'm not sure how it is now, but I kind of think it's the same. She's kind of always been super private and kept things at a distance from her fans, like about personal details about her life. Now, Taylor Swift is very private too. Like she doesn't do interviews and she's not like on podcasts. She's not like out there like other celebrities, but people feel like they know a lot about, I don't know, they relate to her through her music, right? Like the lyrics and what she writes about. And so there's that, but then she's also more the Easter eggs, right? Like she connects to her fans close. Oh, you get it. So when you see Beyonce at a concert, she's like a god, okay? Like actually, like I don't love Beyonce necessarily. Like I think she's amazingly talented and all that. There's something about her like doesn't resonate, but that would be like, she's so like, you don't know her that well, but you like love her music, where Taylor Swift's different. So you guys get the point. So for Taylor Swift to think that we think she's like a god and a showgirl in this like larger than life thing, it's like, no, we actually don't. Like you're just like the girl with her cats drinking tea in a cardigan on your couch who's just like us, you know? Like, so this was a miss. And I'm gonna play, you guys. Okay, so people are paying, her fans are now, she is charging her fans even more money for these voice memos. She sells studio voice memos, which are recordings of her songwriting process and raw demos. Fans can pay, excuse me, of course they can, to unlock these audio clips, which she markets as behind the scenes glimpses into her creative mind. Okay, so this is like her studio time making the album. Here we go. Wait, it's queued up on my laptop because I'm a professional. I don't need to grab it on my phone. You guys. Do you remember Gabby Hanna? It's giving Gabby Hanna. If you know, you know. Like, I'm going to play 2 videos and try to spot the difference, okay? So, this is one of Taylor Swift's voice memos.
The pearls of wisdom hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise. I knew what to expect. Nowadays you can skate on the ice inside my veins. They ripped me off like false lashes and threw me away.
Okay, I can't. It's giving this. And that's muted. It's giving. Why is this muted?
So what if I'm the monster that's been here all along?
It's like slam poetry, right? It's like fucking, it's just like the vibes. By the way, Gabby Hanna, everyone.
So what if I'm the monster that's been here all along?
I'm going to tell you about the time my parents tried to impregnate me with my brother.
This was like a her iconic moments, like a video, like that was just like the next. Oh, wait.
What if I'm the
Sorry.
monster? I did what I had to say. I was always wrong every.
Okay. So you can like see how she's a singer and like her raw like vocals there and her vibes. Okay. And then like, let's go back to this. Just
The pearls of wisdom hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise. I knew what to expect.
okay. There's that one, but then there's this one.
Inside my veins, they ripped me off like false lashes and threw me away. And all the headshots on the walls of the dance hall, the bitches who'd wish I'd hurry up and die. But inside my
Okay. So that was kind of an extension of the one we just listened to. And then I think there's this one.
So no, and here's the sing along part.
I don't know if I can play this because of the fucking music though. Hold on. Because it's like, is that.
Yeah, but always, I think always would every you really get it.
Let me do that. Da, 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 da. I'm Taylor Swift. I got what?
I know you would. I ain't gotta.
You know, so,
I know you could. I wish you would. So I ain't got. When you go away and you come back, you go, you're gonna be mad at me.
By the way, this is the song about Travis Kelce's dick. So
that's great.
In the summertime, right?
okay, so there's that one. Do you think my entire podcast is gonna get like stripped off the internet because I just played that? If it does, I'm just gonna edit that out and just repost it because. No, wait, I have to really try to sing just like her because you guys, the fact. I'm not saying she can't sing, but. Come on, you know? The winding road. You guys realized, or you found out last week or last episode, I can't, because I did it 2 days ago because I'm doing 2 podcasts in a week because I'm going to start podcasting like so much more often because like I need to it's like my mom. Okay. Am I going to give you tea on my mom listening to Alex Jones right now? But like she I guess sometimes listens to Alex Jones and are his episodes like 12 hours? Wait, hold on. This is an intermission. She's like, you could go toe to toe with Alex Jones. That's literally what she said. She's like, you give him a run for his money. Wait. How long are his episodes? I had to go on Apple to get his podcast to see because, hold on, I'm just gonna. Oh my God, 4 hours. This is my guy. Okay. Like love him or hate him. This man can fucking go and talk for a long time. Just like me. I got to knock on wood. I ain't got to quit or stop my podcast after an hour because I got a lot to say. Oh my God, how does this start? I've never listened to Alex Jones before, like his podcast. I hear him on like when he's being interviewed by other people, like I'll tune in sometimes because he's fucking crazy and it's like entertaining. That's why my mom likes him. Okay. Like, let's be honest. Like I don't know if my mom really knows what he's talking about. like, I don't know if she knows all the lore. Like, I was telling her some Charlie Kirk stuff I learned from Candace, and she's like, she kind of had, I was like going in. I was like really going in, and she was just kind of like, okay, yeah. So like they arrested Tyler Robinson. I was like, you know.
October 9th, 2025. Trump has declared Antifa international terror organization. He's preparing the Insurrection Act. You want to go to war with the deep state?
Jesus Christ.
And how they his ideas and his family.
And I want to echo the secretary's comment.
Up in Ohio and stuff, they did the math, and they were getting 3 to 4 times what people on disability and veterans were getting in welfare.
Oh wait, I am a professional because my Bluetooth from my phone is connected to my Rodecaster, so I'm all plugged in. I didn't need to put the phone. If you were on video, you just watched me put the phone to my microphone. Didn't need to do that. Okay, so like, yeah, he can podcast for a long time, but like, what was I saying about Taylor Swift not being able to sing? No, I was saying, you found out 2 days ago that I can't sing, and unfortunately, I just don't have a good ear, and you know, but you know, she's nothing crazy with the voice, okay? Just like listen.
The chateau.
Yeah.
The chateau. See, I just did exactly. I could do it. You could record my voice. I kind of have like her like let me like talk like let me listen to her talk. I feel like I have the same I'm in the same octave.
Stuck in the cold.
Stuck
Pulled
in
up
the
to
cold.
you in the jag, turned your rags into
Pulled up into the jug, turn your rags into gold. See?
into gold. Pulled up to you in the jag, turned your rags into gold.
Pulled up to you in the jag and turn your rags into gold. Now I'm doing too much like Lord. I'm doing a little too much of that. I need to get more into my the back of my throat, I think.
Yeah.
The winding road leads.
That's when I struggle with the winding. And I see it.
2, 3.
There's this clip though of her laughing, and I just can't. Where is it? Is it? I want to say it's this one, but let me skip ahead a little bit. I think it's here. Sorry. It's not playing. Okay, fine. She's just like laughing, like she's doing one of these laughs. And I described like dork is okay. Last episode I just described dork is okay. There's types of dork. And it's all about like the thing about finding your people is realizing if they're okay. The way you know that you're compatible with like a new friend, a new guy you're dating, whatever, is if your dork matches their dork. Like you have to hear their dork. And I'm going to critique the way she laughs because it doesn't align with my kind of dork. You have to, that has to be compatible. Like the way they're dorky and what they laugh at and how they laugh, the sound of their voice, just who they are as a person. No, I'm kidding. But like their dorkiness, like there's different types of dork and you have to vibe with it. And if you don't, it's just never going to work. And I had my, I'm not going to allude to who, because I get too specific about ex-boyfriends and I'm just like, it's just not necessary. But I dated a guy where I'm like, from the jump, I'm like, oh, he has that left brain thing and that like nerd dork thing, that like analytical, mathematical brain thing, which is great, but like not in terms of like humor and dorkiness. Cause the dorkiness was like, it's not funny. You're making a joke about, you're doing a dad joke. It's not funny. You're critiquing me when oh my God, the worst thing about this relationship for me was like, he would shut down if I was being like, if I made like a sex joke or something, like if I was like being too, which you might want to shut me down this episode too if I'm overdoing it. I don't know. I'm actually not that bad. But like if I said something inappropriate, like sexually like that, and I was joking about it, like he would be like, don't say that. In the Ed Gein voice. Don't say that. No, I actually didn't talk like that, but. So it's all about finding, but Taylor Swift, I can't find the exact moment when she laughs like this, but it was literally, she's in the recording session doing one of these voice memos and like it stops and she starts laughing like this. Now, that kind of laugh is awkward white girl laugh. Socially awkward, weird white girl laugh. It just is. And if you know, you know. And that is a very harsh criticism of Taylor Swift. And it's probably my harshest. That laugh, I need to find it. You know what? Was it in this?
Okay, I got this hook in my head for a song. I can't have fun if I can't have you.
This is Elizabeth Taylor.
Movie title.
Sorry, that's annoying. I'm skipping through it, but oh my God, I gotta find it. Is it this?
The pearls of wisdom hung them from my neck. I paid my dues.
No. Did I already finish through this one?
Want to hear my 2 lines for the second verse? In the cold,
Shit, I can't find it. It's exactly how I just laughed though. It's like, okay. So I don't know if that's enough on Taylor Swift. I don't know if I've like beaten it out of me yet. But yeah, she's doing these voice memos. The fans are paying for it. And it's, you know, it's just another money grab. But it's like, it gives fans another behind the scenes glimpse into her creative mind. Okay, should we get into cool girls, what they're wearing this fall? I need to do a self-check-in because this episode's a mouthful. Okay, I did sock curls when I woke up. So the first thing I do on podcast mornings at 5 a.m. is I make my little coffee and I immediately do sock curls because if you guys didn't know, you don't have to wear sock curls overnight. Like you can wear them for a couple hours. I'm going to reapply my lip stuff too. You can wear them for a couple hours and then they'll be good. Like you'll have curls. Especially what I do is I wind them really tight. And if you're like, what's a sock curl? Just type it in on, just search it, dude. Just ask your ChatGPT. How are you doing with your ChatGPT? What's your relationship like? Cause is my chat like, have I gendered my chat yet? I don't think so. Okay, powdered my face. Did my MAC syrup, and now I'm doing my Ulta Beauty lip gloss. Oh, man, did I eat today? I had a leftover shrimp from last night. Okay, cool. I just downed like 10 shrimp cold out of the fridge. This like shrimp vegetable medley I made last night. Yeah, started the podcast at 11:30. It's 12:48, so we're staying strong. Okay. What the cool girls are doing this fall. All right. This is what it is. Or do we want to talk about the ceasefire in Gaza? Or do we want to talk about Candace Owens and her coverage of the Charlie Kirk assassination? What else did I say we have to talk about? I'm going to just go to the cool girl thing because this is a girly podcast. And like, you know, I think I'll just slap that together at the end. The global news topics, the you know, the rough stuff. Okay. But before we do that, I'm going to cover what the cool girls are doing this fall because it's like, why do you care? Well, I'll tell you why I care in a bit. So like, I've beaten this horse to death, but I can't help myself. And I'm sure you guys, if you're listening to this show, you probably relate to me in some way because you're still listening and you're like, hey, she said something that I'm like, hey, me too. Or like the way she thinks is how I think. And that's cool. And that's what podcasting is all about. It's like finding, the thing about the internet is you got to like find the people that don't piss you off and that don't rub you the wrong way and that don't annoy you. And if I'm that for you, God bless, because I know I'm a sticky creator. I'm a sticky person. You either love what I am rocking with or you're not. Okay. And it's one or the other with me. So basically a common theme on my show for years, literally since I started, and it was like the breakthrough I initially had was that having your own unique identity and having your own, just being an individuality has always meant a lot to me. I've always really valued that. It's always been important to me. And I don't like when things are, especially with myself. What am I saying? I don't like sheepism or being a sheep. You know, I don't like being, like falling in line with the trends and what the cool girls are wearing, right? Or like, here I am with my fucking cool girl outfit. Like, I'm sure you guys could argue like, bitch, you're so basic. Like, look at my Instagram. Like, I'm not, it's really interesting. It's like how I mentally think and like of myself. I'm like Taylor Swift. Like the mythology of who I am is not reality. And like, or I've just always been rubbed the wrong way by the online world of like the influencer, basic bitch aesthetic, cool girl thing. Like what do you call it? It's like I've been rubbed the wrong way by it because it's annoying to me. It's annoying that people have to like they like have to go to the internet to like reference like as like get it together, get it out. I did write some things down. Why don't I just read it? Fuck. Yeah. You guys, I'm just going to play the video and just like riff off of this. Because it's the whole, like, if you have to go to the internet to find a list of things to buy so you can be a cool girl, you've lost the plot. Like, you're a loser. Like, what? Like, that's the most losery thing to do. The most losery thing to do. And so, look, I appreciate this Greta girl because she's doing field research. She's out there in the field in New York, walking around, telling you what the girls are wearing. That's like no different than you walking down the street and noticing, oh, that's a cute outfit. Like if I see that in the store, I'm probably going to pick that up. I liked how it looked on her. I mean, anytime you turn on the TV and you see a show and someone's outfit in it or a celebrity interview and you're like, you like what they're wearing. It's a reference point, okay, in your mind to like clock, oh, that's cool. I want to wear it, right? Like, oh, I want that jacket. Like the jacket I saw. I'm like, well, we'll get into the jacket I saw and we'll get into the Goodwill and we'll get into thrifting and we'll get into all of that. But so nothing wrong with what she's doing. It's helpful. She's providing a lot of value to her followers. She's been doing this for a while. I see her videos every now and then, but it's just fucking annoying because it's like, there is a look of a person. Do I have this look? I always question myself of someone who is like, they exude phone addiction, like keeping up with the cool girls on TikTok and like, or like they're watching these videos. It's like everything they own is like, it's like straight out of Instagram. It's very curated. It has like a certain, it's very, it's like too trendy. Oh my God, the word is trendy. It's like so trendy that it's like annoyingly, everything they own is annoyingly on trend. And you know that because you've it's like all you see online. So what happens is like if a bunch of people are doing that and they're all in the same room, it like flattens everyone. And that's the thing I have a problem with. And that's the thing I want to like help you avoid. Right. And it flattens you. And then it's like, if those are the creators you follow and those are the trends you're following and everyone's doing the same thing, it's like, you're going to probably, it's like when I watch the Kardashians too much, I start talking like Kim, you know, it's like then you're going to start talking like that. It's all you're going to talk about. It's just like, it's like brain numb. It just numbs you out. I mean, there's even this chick, God bless her. I'm not going to say specifics because like I may be associated with this person eventually at some point in the business world. So like, I don't want to fucking be too specific, but like, okay, you can tell a lot about a person by the things they laugh at, right? The things they think are funny. And also the questions they ask, okay? And this person I'm thinking of, this not this Greta chick who talks about like what the cool girls are wearing, this other chick, it's like, this is getting into the weeds. I don't need to talk about it. But some things are so revealing. Like the questions you ask are so revealing about how your mind works. And I guess I have a really big problem with when people's questions reveal that their mind is hung up on keeping up with the Joneses and the trends. That's what I'll say. Here's Greta.
The women in New York are wearing head-to-toe burgundy and funnel neck jackets. Super fitted denim tucked into jumping boots, micro shorts, lace tights, Kate boots, Kate jeans, the Margot bag from the row in every single neutral suede color possible, the Elias shoulder bag, pointed
Excuse me, I just switched
toe
tabs.
heels with tights, pointed toe heels with socks, even socks that just go around your ankle and not your foot. The comeback of the Versace stud, ? Chloe blouses, loafers with frilly socks. The biggest trend I'm seeing by far is the juxtaposition of masculine and feminine. A lot of sleepwear coming into regular fashion, like silky shorts and nightgowns, but paired with an oversized leather jacket or a leather boot. So you get that feminine and masculine mix.
Okay. She has great style. She's helping people. She's telling you what the cool girls are wearing. Like, it's fine, right? But at the end of the day, like, cool isn't a list. Cool is not a list. Cool doesn't need a spokesperson, right? Real fashion or real style doesn't need a spokesperson. It's individual, right? It's individual. It's on your own terms. It's who you are. Like real, like it's who you are when no one is telling you what to wear. That's your style. Like, who are you when no one is, when you're not referencing something that someone said on a video about what the cool girls are wearing? Like, what would you wear if you never saw, like, it's who you are. It's individual to you, your lifestyle, your day to day, your, how your mind works. Like, it's so, and the thing is, and I'll give this to Greta, like, fashion is, it's like, it's an art thing, right? Like, she's thinking of it very, this spins her wheels. It's creative. It's interesting. You get dressed every day. Like, it's a huge part of our lives. Like, I am that way too. Like, I think about it too, but there's just something about like the cool girl archetype that everyone's trying to achieve and talk about. And it's like, that it's like not cool. It's like stupid. It's like cringe. It's like you sound desperate. It's giving like it has like a very desperate energy about it. Like, I just want to be a cool girl. I just want to wear what the cool girls are wearing. Tell me what they're wearing so I can go buy it. Oh my God. I just want to fit in and be a cool girl. It's, that's a part of, I think it's because it's called cool girl. That's what annoys me. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, and then there's this one. I've seen this girl for years. I almost wonder, is she just like trolling on us the way she talks? It's just the way she talks. Okay, you guys know what I mean.
That's not that. 2025 fashion. Denim jackets are back, but instead of something like this or this, try something like this, or this. I also feel like this is a pretty good compromise.
Okay, first of all, Nothing is ever in or out. It's always in. Everything is always in. If it's your style and you like it and you like wearing it, it's in. So if denim jackets were never out. So it's like these stupid videos where it's like, this is back in, this is out. Like yes, things trend, but I don't get suckered into these videos about like the fashion trends, the fall trends, like what's the fall nail color, what's the fall. It's like, no, if you like this, like when I go, this is my favorite thing. And this is the true way to be, or this is the way you develop your own personal style and your own unique identity and taste. And like this is how you develop it. It's like, it's very simple. And it's actually difficult, especially if you follow a lot of these videos on like how to be a cool girl and these like list videos of what you need to buy this fall and whatever. Like it's because that becomes a reference point in your mind that you can't erase because you're too aware of it and you're too aware of like what the cool girls are wearing, right? Okay. So you guys, this is very fucking simple. Okay. It's very simple. Literally just go shopping at the Goodwill. Go to the Goodwill. That is the solution. If you want to figure out what your personal style is and how to be a cool girl and how to be your own version of your own cool girl and your own unique and have your own unique identity and style and to be your own individual, like literally just go to the Goodwill. Go to the Goodwill. Okay. Let me cook. So when you walk into a thrift store, it forces you to think for yourself. Okay. There isn't a curated rack for fall that's screaming at you like, hey, this is in season right now. Buy me. Okay. You have to think for yourself. The randomness of the Goodwill makes you think for yourself. It makes you reference in your own mind, like things that the gaps in your wardrobe, gaps in your wardrobe, the things you're missing, the things you actually need and don't have. Cause you'll find something you're like, wait, it makes you think so outside of the box and creatively. It forces you to, because everything in the Goodwill on the racks, I'm using the word Goodwill, but this could be a thrift store. This is basically like, hey, go to the thrift store. I say the Goodwill because I just like love the Goodwill. But so basically it goes like this. And obviously it's okay to buy new things. Okay. I'm not saying only buy everything from the thrift store. Okay. I'm not saying that. But what happens is when you go to, and this is like this might be too deep. I don't know if I need to overthink it this much, but like, this is how my brain works. Basically, when you go to a department store, like a Saks, a Nordstrom, a Macy's, and you see a clothing rack full of the newest, trendiest fall sweaters, you're basically, the process is like, hey, you're going to buy it new and you're going to give it life for the first time. Okay. You're going to give that sweater life because you're the first person wearing it and owning it. But when you go through that rack of discarded sweaters at a thrift store that people have donated, you're basically deciding, like, that are full of life, by the way. They've had a million lives. Those sweaters have lived a million lives. People have worn the hell out of them and now they've donated them. You're basically deciding, like, when you pick something out, like, the calculation you're doing in your brain isn't like, is this sweater trending? You know, is this what the cool girls are wearing? And this might be too deep. You're deciding whether it still has enough life in it for you to keep it alive. Like, the life in it, meaning like, you see it, you love it. Someone else wore it. Someone else lived in it, wore it, gave it life, pulled it off of that department store rack at one point when it had no life in it, and they wore it and gave it a life. And when you pick it out, you're like, I'm going to keep you alive. When I bought this Banana Republic sweater from the Goodwill, that's what I was doing. I was like, this is cool enough to me. I like this enough to give it another life, or continue its life cycle. This is too deep. Just go listen to what Greta's saying about what the cool girls are wearing. It's a lot more simple, okay? Just go put on go put your PJ shorts on with your little lace, the little lace trim, and put a oversized blazer over that. Blend that masculine, blend that masculine and that feminine energy with your outfit. Put on a pair of boots and walk out the door. Okay. You don't need to go do a calculation. It might be too much for you to do that life cycle calculation at the Goodwill to figure out how to be a cool girl like I do. Okay. Because basically I enjoy that process, and I think it's a good way to figure out your style, because it forces you to analyze things and think critically about the clothes you're looking at and whether or not you like it or not, because you're not going to be seeing a lot of trendy stuff. You might see a few things and you might realize, oh, that's on trend right now. But it's the journey of like, it's all about the journey of like going through the sea of randomness and like finding something you love because you love it and you vibe with it. And that can happen at a department store with new clothes too. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying like you can't do that there. It's just, it's way harder to like, it's way harder to find trendy things at a thrift store. And that's why it's good for you, because it makes you think outside of the box. And we're so used to seeing everything. We were so used to seeing people online wearing the same shit, where it's like, it's refreshing to go somewhere and it's like, that's like the cool thing to do. And it's also sustainable and better for the planet. And you know what I mean? Like, there's so many benefits to thrift shopping, and yeah. It's good to think for yourself. It's good to ask yourself, like, when you pick up a piece of clothing at a thrift store, like, do I love it? You know, do I love this? Because like the department stores with the new stuff basically tell you what to love, tell you that you should love this because this is what's trending for fall. Like, that's not good for you. This is too deep and too annoying. Like, I'm just going against the grain to go against the grain at this point. I'm pulling. This is a reach. This is kind of getting into, you know, but the truth is, like, I feel like the girls get it with thrift shopping. Like, it's more than just giving the clothes another life. It's so good for your brain. If you're a creative person, you get it too. Like, it's just, here's what happens. Like, I go to the Goodwill, like this coat, for example, I've always known this, but I really realized it this last year when I finally admitted that California has seasons and it does get cold and you do need to wear a coat. Okay. But that's when I was like, damn, the coat is the outfit, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm going out of the house and it's cold, I'm keeping that coat on. Right. So before I really like thought about it, I was prioritizing what I was wearing underneath the coat, like the outfit, right? The base, but, and my coats were kind of whatever. I kind of didn't love any of my coats. I wasn't like into, because when I moved to California, I literally like kept all of my winter coats at my mom's house. And it's funny, like the last time I was home, she literally gave me like my puffy coat back. She's like, here you go. And I wore the hell out of that at the dog park in the morning, because it was like the perfect thing for the weather here, which anyway, so when I was at the Goodwill, for example, and I saw that coat rack roll by, this is too annoying. Like, this is too deep. It's too in the weeds. I know you guys, I asked you if you like the details. I feel like I'm being annoying. And I should talk about the ceasefire in Gaza, because that's actually more important. But I knew at the time, like, as I saw that coat rack go by, that I need more coats. That's the gap in my wardrobe. So that's what I like about the thrift store is like you're pleasantly surprised by stuff where you're like, oh, I forgot about this type of shirt. I forgot that existed. Like, I haven't seen these shirts at the department stores or like TJ Maxx, like, cause that's full of the trending stuff like in a long time. So sometimes you find stuff where you're like, oh, like damn, I forgot about that. Like, that's always like a fun thing at the Goodwill. But anyways, I love the process of weeding out the random clothes that I don't love to find like the one that I do. And I'll leave you with this. In these times, if you're going to spend money on clothing, you better, depending on your situation, but in general, just it's better for the planet. It's better for everything if you're buying things you need and you'll actually like wear the hell out of, right? So that's the question. Cause it's, you guys, it's sad. Like it's really, I hate this about myself, but like I get rid of so many clothes all the time. I'm slowing that process down because I'm getting smart about it. But I buy things I wear once, you know, and I don't like that. I don't like being, I feel icky. Like right now I have these 2 giant bins in my garage that I need to donate. And I'm like, I just did that like a month ago. Like it's like bad. Okay. So, but I also do that like 1 in, 1 out rule. Like I don't like hoarding clothes and just having stuff that I never wear. But basically it's like the question you ask yourself, whether this is for like your style, your wardrobe, or your home, like bringing in a decor item in your home, is like, do I love this? Right? It's the whole Marie Kondo thing. Like, does this spark joy? Does this make me happy? And if it doesn't, like, don't buy it. Cause you'll just end up, you'll like wear it once, or I find that I buy it like clothing wise, like I'll buy something and then I'm staring at a pair of boots right now. I maybe have worn them once and I bought them like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like I'm holding on to them because they're really nice, but that's a good example. It's like where now if I buy a pair of boots, I have to like calculate in my mind, like, will I wear the hell out of these? Cause that makes me feel better about myself. And I feel like it's just better for, do you love it? And would you wear them forever? Like this coat, I'm going to wear this shit out of. So yeah, that's my like rant about personal style, I guess, and being a cool girl. Then I had these are my reflection questions you can reflect on yourself when it comes to the why behind valuing personal style, individuality, your own unique identity. Like, what's the why behind that? I literally was like, give me some questions to ask myself, because why do I fucking care this much? You know, like, why do I care this much? And so what does the first question is, what does individuality protect me from? Invisibility, rejection, blending in. Like, what does it protect me from? I have a chip. So like, if it's not obvious, I have a chip, and it's because I was bullied and I always like hated myself and I didn't think people liked me. So like, I think I have resentment towards people that fit in, or I've had in the past. Not now. Like now I'm like, who fucking cares? I'm grown up. But like now, none of this shit matters to me anymore like it used to. Things trickle in, you know, it never goes away 100%. High school never ends, you know the drill. But like, I think I've always been irked by the cool girls, right? Like the girls that like all act the same, dress the same, talk the same, walk the same, do the same things. They're all like the same. And it's very like ditzy and stupid to me. And like, I just can't stand that personality type. Like there's a type, right? And I've always felt like I've been on the outside of that. And so like my way of protection and feeling safe is like, I don't want to be like them because I don't like them. That's like that could be a good Taylor Swift lyric. I don't want to be like them because I don't like them. Because they don't like me. Wait, I don't want to be like them because I don't like them. Because they don't like me. Because I want them to like me. Does that make sense? It starts off with like, those are the cool girls. I want them to like me because I want to be like them. And then you realize they don't like you. So you're like, I don't want to be like them. And that's what drives you to individuality and being your own unique thing and striving for that. And different, because that's going to protect you and differentiate yourself from that, because you're like, fuck that. They don't fuck with me. I don't want to be like them. So cool. We just had some fun there. When did I first realize being different could be power instead of punishment? I don't think I'm like different per se. I just think that I always valued, or I always, are we going to, guys, we have so much more to cover. I think I have to call it after this. I really admire, oh my God, is watching Claudia. Okay. I'm always referencing the toast because like I listen to them every fucking morning when I get ready. But like Claudia and Ben, they're in LA for whatever, just like a temporary trip because they're moving, whatever. And I noticed how Claudia, like they do like an hour show, right? I don't think you could pay, I don't even know if you were like life or death, if you don't finish this in an hour, you die, like do your entire show in an hour. I don't think I would make it out alive. Like, I don't think if someone offered me $1 billion to an hour episode, I don't think I could do it. Like I would be like, I'm good. Like, it's so hard for me. But I noticed this last episode, I think it was yesterday, that she literally was like, okay, I'm going to call it. And they were kind of like in the middle of something. And she was like, let's call it. I'm going to call it right now. I'm like, I don't know how to call it. But I just call me Alex Jones. I'll pocket. My mom said he does like 12-hour episodes. I don't think that's true. He goes for a long time. I just love it. I just love it too much. And I'm enjoying it. So next question is, when did I realize being different could be power instead of punishment? Oh, I said I don't feel like I'm different. This is what I'm saying. I always admired. So, you know, the whole success leaves clues quote, where it's like, hey, if someone successful is successful, they are evidence that it's possible and there is a pathway to be successful like them, because if they can do it, you can do it. They took the steps to get there to be successful. You can take those same steps. And if you do, most likely you will end up successful like them. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that evenly, but so I'm very observant. I think it's a middle child thing. I've always been very, very observant of the world around me and curious. And yeah, so I've always kind of referenced like what works with other people. What am I drawn to in other people in my field? Like people that have a podcast. And I'm like, well, if I enjoy it, I'm sure if I emulate that and I do it too, my listeners, my audience will enjoy it. And so back to the question, when did I realize being different could be power instead of punishment? I'm not going to use the word different. I would say like, and being yourself is like bullshit. It's like everyone is themselves. Like you are yourself. Like, come on. Like it's really rare that someone's like completely putting on I mean, yeah, I guess a lot of people are fake though, but I guess I just realized like picking up the microphone and talking like I'm on the phone with a friend or my mom is like the best way to podcast. Like, or that's like, I don't have to put on a show. Like, I know I pour it on a little thick for the camera. I get a little crazy and crass and obnoxious. Like, I know I can do that, but I don't feel like I realized quickly with the podcast, and this podcast like this was like when my life started, truly. Like, this is when I arrived at like who I am and everything. You guys know the story. I don't need to get into it. But basically I was like, I saw other people do this where they were so comfortable just keeping it real and being authentically, like just being authentically who you are. All that really means, especially if you're a creator, especially if you're a podcast host, whatever, a celebrity, is like when a microphone is in front of you, when you are on camera, are you acting like you would act? Or it's not acting. I don't want to say you're acting. Are you expressing yourself and talking the same way that you would talk to your mom or your grandma or your best friend on the couch, like late night, just gossiping? Like, is that translating? And like, those are the best creators. Those are the best podcasts. Like those are the best people online because it comes across so natural and real. Right. And that's something that's like it's a skill, and I have it, and I just figured it out. Like I have it, I guess. And I'm comfortable doing it. And I'm not like, I'm never like, oh, I shouldn't have, how many times episode am I like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. But like, when other people do that on podcasts, that's why I love them, right? That's why I love them. And it's like so real. And that's what we all crave, right? We want that connection, that authenticity, and all that shit from our creators and the people we follow online. So like, yeah, this is the roundabout way of saying, I knew that's when I realized that, yeah, doing that is powerful. And it's not risky. Like there's really no downside to being yourself online and just being authentic. Like there's literally no downside. There's only an upside, and that's what people crave, and that's what people want. And that's what people rally around and support. And that's where that's where it's at. So anyways, the next question is, and I'm getting a dry mouth now. So what time do you start podcasting? 11:30. It's 1:25. Yeah. So we're going a long time. What makes me feel, how do I know when I'm dressing for me versus dressing for validation? What? This knows me too well. Okay. This is how I know I'm dressing for me versus dressing for validation. So when I'm in the presence of my husband, when I have Corey's location, when I see that he's on his way home from work, this is like I'm being tongue-in-cheek and I'm joking. You guys, I'm basically saying like, I take off the crew neck sweatshirt and the sweatpants and I put on the fucking laundry. No, I'm kidding. But like, that's when I'm like not being myself, because if I was myself, I would just keep on the sweatpants. I'm completely joking. I do think it's like fun sometimes to get all sexy for your man and surprise him, but like you clearly like are with the wrong person if they require that, and you can't wear the sweatshirt and the sweatpants like and the messy bun, and you can't be that Drake lyric. Okay, that sweatpants, hair tie, chilling with no makeup on. Okay, like that is some bullshit, but like men appreciate it. So like, yeah, spice it up, wear something low cut, put on a little booty short, put on those, what did Greta say? Those lace shorts with the lace trim. Put on just be naked, I don't know. Like we were baking cookies the other night, full transparency, wore a pink apron with no bra. Tits out, and he was taking pictures of me and I was like, hey, are you sending this to your friend where we're, I'm kidding. He's like, he started laughing. So I'm like, the fact I even thought that, I'm like, I know he would never fucking do that. But like, yeah. So you can spice it up. You can have some fun and yeah. But how do I know I'm dressing for me versus validation? This is such an interesting question, because it's like, I don't dress for validation, but like I give a shit how that first impression is coming across. So if I'm meeting, like easy answer. If I'm going to be in the presence of other people in a public setting where I'm on display, I'm dressing for me because I want to be comfortable in what I'm wearing. Obviously, I don't want to feel, because that will not translate well in your first impression if you're not comfortable with what you're wearing. But like, yeah, that's when I'm considering other people's opinions of me. Of course, like I fucking give a shit. But when I'm dressing for me, it's like, hey, I get home from the gym, I take a shower, I put on my bathrobe, I put my hair in a towel, and then it's like the next outfit is a fucking crew neck and sweatpants. Or like, I'm really not influenced by dressing up or not in my own home. Like me putting on jeans in my house does not make me feel better about myself. It never has. Like jeans in the home, I don't know. That'll be a huge bridge to cross for me if that ever, or like that will be crazy if I'm ever like a jeans everyday type person. It's just like immediately no, like I'm not comfortable. So yeah, I have cute little sweat sets and cute outfits I wear around the house that are comfy, but like that's for me, like no one, but I don't feel a need to like, Cause I thought about it one time. I'm like, what if I did like 30 days of getting dressed every day? Like full jewelry, full jewelry on, like hair done, makeup, outfit, like the whole thing. Like what if but then I'm just like, that's a waste of that cuts into my day too much, where it's like it's a waste of time. And there's not like a net like a benefit of doing that to me. It doesn't actually like make me work harder or feel better about myself. Like I'd rather just kind of do a quick makeup, like a light makeup look. I usually do my hair. I've been doing my hair more lately. I've been blowing it out with my Dyson. I like doing that. It doesn't take me that long. I do a little thing, but it's not like a full, but the outfit is always just comfy. Okay, moving on. What makes me feel cool? Oh my God, I'm getting a dry mouth. What makes me feel cool without needing anyone to confirm it? What makes me feel cool without anyone needing to confirm it? I can't tell my secrets. I have a big secret. I have a really big secret that I would love to tell you. It would flip you out. You would be geeking, as the kids say. You would geek out. You would freak out. You would be like, holy shit about, but I unfortunately cannot tell you. And that secret makes me feel cool. And it's kind of like an all-knowing thing where I'm like, because of this secret, it gives me big dick energy. Let's just say that. It gives me big dick energy. It makes me, I feel so cool. And I can't tell you what it is, but that's what I'll say. And it's like probably one of the coolest things about my life. Truly. And just knowing it makes me feel cool. Like that, like, what do you have about yourself that, like, what little tidbit, and like, maybe it's a secret, like, but I could probably tell you something that I feel cool about without people needing to confirm it. Like, I think it's really cool to be accountable. And like, when I hurt someone's feelings, I say sorry. Like, that's fucking cool. I think empathy is cool. Like, I can walk in other people's shoes and I can like get in the, trenches with people, and I can really like love on them and feel what they're, I can get myself to a place of doing that. I can, that's cool. Like, what else is cool? I don't know. Like, honest to God, waking up, this is like, honestly, for me, it's cool because I didn't always feel this way about myself. Like, simply waking up and liking who I am makes me feel cool. I don't need people to confirm. Like, I don't need other people to like me because I like me, right? Like, that was a journey to even get there, to even say that. Like, I've always been looking for, like, do they like me? Do they like me? Like me, like me, like me, pick me, choose me, love me, right? Like, because I didn't love myself. I didn't actually like value. I didn't have any sense of like self-worth and like any of that shit, right? Like, I didn't even know that the term self-worth. I was never taught that. Like, it was never a concept in my mind. I was always that concept existed basically as me, like, when I needed it, instead of me sourcing it from within, it was always something I wanted to receive from other people. I cared so much about other people, like, loving on me, liking me, all of that. And so, like, yeah, simply waking up and liking who I am because I like me, because I'm rocking with me, that's cool as shit. And that's a huge accomplishment. And like, no one needs to like clap me up and like give me chop. Like, that's something that I don't need someone to like, what does it say? What makes you feel cool without needing anyone to confirm it? That. Okay. Current events. Fuck. I don't know, guys, this is good for clips. Like, the longer the episode, the more opportunities for oh my God, you guys, I'm such a sellout loser. The longer the podcast episode, the more opportunities for viral clips and virality, because you might cover something that's going viral right now. How sad is that? This is actually going to be educational because I don't know much about it. So let's cover the ceasefire in Gaza. Just so weird. I've always thought this, or like during this war, I've always thought it's so weird when they hit pause on war. Like, and then they like go back to it. It's just so weird. Like, who talks to who? You know? Like, who's, obviously there's generals, or I don't know, there's like the leader of Hamas and like Netanyahu, or I don't really know who's, like, is that just like a handshake, or like how does that conversation go down? You know, oh, they're doing the trade, the hostage trade. So Israel and Hamas agreed to a first phase ceasefire, a temporary pause in fighting. I also am just like, why are they fucking fighting? Like, what the fuck? It's just so, I know why, but like, imagine if everyone just fucking stopped doing all the killing. It's just so stupid. Hostages. Hamas will release around 20 living hostages and the remains of others. It's really sad. I think there was like, weren't there like 40 something left, or is that wrong? So there's 20 living, but the prisoners. So Hamas will release 20 living hostages and the remains of others, and Israel will release up to 2,000 Palestinian detainees in exchange. Troop movements. Israeli forces will pull back from parts of Gaza to allow aid trucks in. Okay. People displaced from the north are beginning to return home. Yeah, I was looking at, there are some pictures of them walking. But see, it's like you see those and then it's like a tank will just start shooting them for no reason. It's like, you know, it just fucking doesn't make any, that's the thing. I'll tell you something about things not making sense that I was talking to my mom about. Purpose, humanitarian relief and de-escalation, not yet full peace. What the first phase means is it's conditional. If either side breaks the terms, the fighting resumes. In the future, there could be a phase 2 if both comply, possibly leading to broader peace talks and more hostage exchanges. So, ceasefire happening. I'm just going to type in if anything else popped up since I started this podcast. Ceasefire, Gaza, just any live updates. Israel says ceasefire in effect as troops withdraw from parts of Gaza. This was an hour ago. Shit, I don't want to watch this. It's so heartbreaking. Yeah. They're walking. So yeah, thousands of people are walking towards Gaza City. Israeli Defense Forces spokesperson said troops will still be present in various areas of Gaza, warning people to avoid approaching them. Like, God forbid you get close or they'll just for no reason shoot you. So it's a 72-hour the 72-hour period for the release of the hostages held by Hamas has now begun. Yeah, and nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners will be freed. Trump's visiting Israel on Monday, according to police. The remaining 47 hostages to be released within 72 hours, but 20 are alive. 20 to be... Oh, that's so fucking sad. Are they all men? They look like they're all men. I can't look at these. Oh my God. All these images are so fucking heartbreaking. 47 hostages remain in Gaza with at least 20 believed to be alive. The remains of another hostage, Israeli Defense Forces IDF soldier Hadar Golden, have been held there since 2014 when he was killed and his body taken to the strip. Crazy. Yeah. It's so sad. Okay. I'm not trying to moving on, but I was going to talk about Korean sunscreen or skincare. Remember that shit? Okay. Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk assassination breakdown. Do you want to deep dive into that? I'm trying to think if anything stands out. I mean, I don't know if you guys are following it like I am. I still recording? Yeah, yeah. Jesus, I always have to question that because sometimes I like can't. Well, it's hard. Actually, I can see it here. Yeah, I can. My little ticker. Okay. Am I sweating? No. This episode is too long. Call it. Like, who listens to this? Jacqueline, like, who's going to be here this long? But do you know in like okay, sometimes like a lot of my favorite podcasters podcast for an hour and I'm just like, I wasn't done yet, you know? Like I was really into what you're talking about. Like, keep going, you know? Oh, well, the rest of the episode will be on Patreon. It's like, fuck you. Like, I don't do that shit. I give you the full, I'm kidding. Actually, I'm very pro that. Make your money, make your bag. You got to like monetize somehow. But like, I'm just a woman working for free. What can I say? I've given this out for free. All of my time, my unpaid labor, my unpaid podcasting labor, just out here talking, giving it to you for free. And that's, well, not all. It's not, it's just, that's the thing. Well, social media it's just interesting how the thing you want to make you the most money isn't the thing that makes you the most money. I'll just say that, which is like the thing that you spend the most time on doesn't make you the most money. But that the table, like eventually the things will flip and it'll all work out. And that's the thing. I'm just so grateful to be able to have this, to be able to even do this, you know, like I have perspective, like I'm literally living my dream and I have so much freedom to do this. It's so fucking amazing. You guys, a couple of things I need to tell you about what I talked to my mom about. One regarding things that don't make sense and the other regarding to my life and what I, you know, just how it's going and stuff. And I was saying that I struggle really hard when things don't make logical sense, right? Like, well, like who doesn't? Like, I don't like when things scramble my brain. Like, I get annoyed really quickly. I shut down really quickly. It makes me mad, honestly. Like it just like, if A plus B doesn't equal C and it should equal C, what am I referencing? What is this in reference to? Why am I saying this about, was this regarding what's happening in Israel and Gaza? Oh yeah. Like, yeah, I basically, okay. Just in general, I think a lot of things in life are stupid and a waste of time and dumb and useless, just so dumb. Like it doesn't need to happen type shit. Like, especially like when you see stuff on the news, you're like, that was unnecessary. Like, you know, I'm reading about Israel and Gaza and I'm like, it's like, this didn't need to happen. You know what I mean? But like it happens and it's real and it's real. And I'm not doing air quotes like it's not real. It's real. But I'm like, I just zoom out and I get so into the psychology of like the why behind everything. And I'm like, damn, it really is like if we were all just well and all monks and all just like one with the land and fucking emotionally stable and our hearts were full for everyone in the world and we didn't want to hurt anyone. It was just like everyone in the world just was born with that and every nation was just like exuding that kind of love for their fellow, like the fellow nations around them. Like, the life we would live, the news we would see on the TV every day. Like we would see like just beautiful news, like a kindergarten class just went and traveled to Gaza and they got to play with the kindergartners over there and they quilted, or they don't quilt that young. What do? I don't know. They played together and it was beautiful. Like, you know, just wow. Or the children of Israel and the children of God, like Gaza got to play on the playground together and how beautiful. Like, I just wish our world was that and it's just not. And I think that's on like a global scale when like there's conflicts. I get so annoyed by it because it's so dumb to me. But then even like micro, like on little shit, that's probably when I get the most pissed off because I just don't get hung up on little shit. But when people get hung up on little shit and they get like really, really worked up about it, I'm like, time is your biggest asset. It's your, like, time is your most precious. I need to end the episode. Precious. That's how you know I need to end the episode. I can't say precious. I'm saying precious. Time is your most valuable resource, and you're hung up on this little thing that's wasting time, because if you look at it, if you're outside of your body looking at yourself, worrying about this thing, it doesn't matter. And so you're stewing and you're freaking out and you're hung up on this for no reason. But that's life, and we're humans and we do that. Okay, I get it. But like, the better you can, like, this, it's a skill. It's a major skill. Emotional stability or like intelligence, all of that. The ability to filter out the bullshit and to not worry about the bullshit is so important to have, because it's so dumb to worry about little shit. I just get like, my issue is I get really annoyed by it. Like, I get really, like, when people bring me drama and I'm like, this doesn't need to exist because this doesn't matter. I'm like, and then we have a 3-hour conversation about it. I love to gossip. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love to gossip. But like, sometimes it's like, it's just so, the content of what we're talking about is like, I'm like into it. I'm gossiping, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. So yeah, there's that. The other thing I was telling my mom is how I'm like, and I didn't always, basically I'm living the life of my dreams, right? Like, I'm doing what I want. I have, and I'm just, you guys, if you're listening this far, you get to know everything about me. I don't care. I'm just saying that I have so much independence, freedom, flexibility. You know, I can do whatever I want, right? Every single day I wake up, I can literally do whatever I want. And it's so fucking nice. And I think because of that, I have struggled with, like, comfort is it's a motherfucker. Like, you don't want to get too comfortable, right? But I think basically, like, I can, oh my God, I just have the best of everything. I have the best of both worlds. I was telling my mom this, and it's like, it's exactly what I want. And I know I worked hard to get here, and I earned it, right? Like, I don't feel, but I think because I didn't always like live this way, and you know, it kind of fucks with my mind a little bit, because I'm like, but I have the self-worth now to know that I deserve it, right? Like, this should be how I live. This is normal. Like, I should have what I have. I should be living my dreams. I should be in this position. Like, so yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just really grateful. I know how blessed I am, but it didn't come like, I didn't like wake up and just, it plopped in my lap, you know? So I have to remember that, like, I worked very hard, and I just mean, there's certain things where I mean, I can like wake up and just like do whatever I want. Like, I get to be creative, and the thing for me that keeps me sane and keeps me out of the psych ward is I have to be creative every day, right? Like, I have to express myself. I have to be creative, right? And so it's just really fucking great. Being able to like build this podcast empire for myself and social media stuff. And like, I'm just, you guys don't see it, but like, or I don't really talk about the behind the scenes. And I don't love the business side of social media. Like, I'm learning to love it. It doesn't come naturally, but there's a lot of hard work involved. Like, anyone who says like, oh, influencers don't work, podcasters, it's like, oh, you just talk on the microphone. Oh, the post-production shit I do, the editing, like but it's just nice being able to like not have to also go to a corporate job every day. That's all I'll say. Because when I started this podcast, I was up until, it's been I haven't been working in the corporate world for a year and a half. So it hasn't been that long. But I guess I'm just really realizing how great it is to not have to do that anymore. So I finally crossed that bridge. I always said like someday, and the thing is, it's definitely at the point now where I'll never go back. Like I'll never, I mean, I'm saying that now, watch me like go back to school and I become like a lawyer. So I don't know, like watch me like go become a psychologist and like, I don't know. But, yeah, just feeling that lightness every day and that freedom and to be my own boss and to like do whatever I want, make my own schedule. It's so nice. You know, my mom comes to town. I can go and like hang out with her on like a Thursday, like during the day. I don't have to be in a meeting, like, you know, but see, the more my shit picks up, like I did have a meeting yesterday morning, but the more my stuff gets busy, I have more going on, but I can be flexible, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm yawning because I'm such a hard worker. I worked really hard. I put my whole back into this episode. Oh my God. I put my whole back into it. This shit was so long. I don't care. What else do I have to cover? You guys, I need to play this ad. This TikTok shop ad, and then I'll talk about Korean skincare. And then I didn't do the Candace Owens thing. Basically, she's basically releasing a series of her podcast claiming there's more to Charlie Kirk's assassination than what the government and the media had reported. Okay. For good reason, because when has the government and the media reported, when things like this happen, the truth? Not very often. We don't have a lot of evidence of that from history. So shout out Candace. I mean, again, it's kind of hard to know what's confirmed, what's speculation, like, you know, like but it's really, I find it's really interesting just to hear her break down every little possibility of what could have happened. Like she's really getting into the weeds of everything. And again, I hate that it's entertainment for me right now. It's like this man lost his life, you know, and now I'm like nerding out to Candace every day, like waiting for her next episode to drop. It's like, that feels icky, you know? And she's like running ads and she's got to keep her shit going. But it's like, I don't know. It's just the way the world goes around now and it sucks. Okay. So this guy, I just like how he prefaced this video.
I can't stand living in the Bay Area, bro. I'm talking Oakland, the Yune, Hayward, SF, damn near the whole Bay Area. I can't stand it. And hear me out before you come to the comments, bro. The reason for this is because there's hella Asian people. I'm from Florida, and I'm used to, you know, basically the whole Caribbean up in that bitch. Like Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, all that shit. Like I would walk into a sandwich spot back in Florida. I'd be like, and it's an old ass lady. I call her abuela. She'd be like, "Hola, papi." You know what I'm saying? That's family. That's mi abuela. But here, bro, the reason I say I can't stand this, the Bay Area, is because you can't tell how old anybody is, bro. They're all Asian people. Like Vietnamese, Chinese, Laos, Cambodian, Filipino. What else is there? Thai. Like, bro.
Okay, goes on a date and he's like 25 and he's like, the woman asked her how old she was. I don't know why he's asking a woman how old she is. She's like a Vietnamese woman and she was 38 or 37. And he's like mind fucked by that because she looked 22.
I'm 25.
Or he's 25. Here you go.
I asked her on our date, it's pasta and wine, how old are you? Bro, she was 37 years. It was like these special wipes. So I was like, pause.
Okay, so basically, this is kind of long. That's why I'm like just paraphrasing. He's like asking her like, what's your skincare routine? Okay. And then he, by the end of the video, puts you onto these wipes.
What are these special wipes you use? Are you wiping your ass and it like helps your skin? She said no. They're called toner wipes. It's called GU. I bought them immediately after our date. JIYU. It's on TikTok Shop.
See, okay. The whole thing was like a TikTok Shop plug, but then it was like making me kind of go, oh, funny how he did that little story time, and then he's selling you a product, which is great because I love Korean skincare, and basically, I'm going to just give you a rundown really quick before I end the episode about why the sunscreen in Korea is so good. Like, why is it so good, right? Because I was like, I don't understand. I'm not a chemist. Like, is that what it is? Chemistry? I don't really understand it, right? That's not my thing. But basically, the number one, and look, I made a little joke earlier about like, what did I say? I'm not afraid of aging. No, what did I say? I'm obsessed with not aging. What did I say? You know what I mean? At this point in the episode, it's like, what was that yesterday? Like, I have no idea what I said. I think I was talking about Taylor Swift's face work, and I was like, you know, I'm not going to comment on another woman's face stuff and like her filler or whatever she gets done, because like we're all just, as women, you know, there's the pressure of like looking beautiful at all times and perfect and like whatever. So, but it's like, yeah, it's like so in me to like take care of my skin and to keep my skin out of the sun and like to get good products going and like have a routine, because it's like, it's just a thing. Okay. And I am on camera. I do care what I look like. I've always talked about like being vain and not giving a shit about admitting that. 'Cause like, you know, just look at like literal science and look at the data on, you know, people who keep their shit together physically and how far that goes in life for them. Like, it's like not even something you can argue with. So I prioritize that. I care about it. It matters to me. I am a modern woman who is addicted to skincare and whatever. So, hi, I've been brainwashed by the patriarchy. I love saying that. But I do enjoy it. Like, you guys, we're just girls. We just like our little trinkets and our little products. It's like, why did I like going to the Goodwill with my mom and just like looking at every little tchotchke for the house, and like she found like a cute thing for her wall in her bathroom? Like, it's like, we just like our little things and our little trinkets and our little lip gloss and our little makeup. Okay. So basically, I wear this sunscreen from Beauty of Joseon called Beauty of Joseon. I think it's Relief sunscreen. It's like their bestseller. And I've been wearing this for a couple years. And on the package, it says PA plus, like 4 pluses. It's like P, capital A, plus. And I've always seen that. And I'm like, what is that? You know, like, what does that mean? Right. And I follow some creators who are really into skincare, and they talk about Korean specific skincare, and they allude to like, oh, the regulations they have on their sunscreens over there aren't the same as here. So their formulations are different, and we can't formulate our sunscreen the same way in the US because of the regulations of whatever. So I've heard that and I'm like, okay, but like, what does that really mean? Right. So let me break it down. So here are the UVA and the UVB basics when it comes to sunscreen. So SPF measures, am I screaming? Why do I feel like I'm screaming? So SPF measures UVB protection, the burning rays. So the UVB protection keeps your skin from turning into a lobster crispy mess. Okay. So the UVB rays, that's what gives you I'm tired, so I'm not going to lie. Those are what sunburn you. Okay. That's what makes you have a sunburn, those UVB rays. That's when you see the sunburn. So that's what the UVB protection is for. The PA rating measures UVA protection, the aging rays. So those are the rays that penetrate deeper, that cause aging, that you don't, those are the ones you don't want penetrating deeper. Okay. Now Korea uses the PA1 plus to PA4 plus rating to quantify the UVA shielding. So how protective the sunscreen is at blocking those UVA deep penetrating rays that cause aging, right? So the equivalents, like the PA equivalents, like PA plus, just 1 plus is low UVA protection. PA2+ is moderate, PA3+ is high, PA4+ is extremely high. That's the best one. That's the one the Beauty of Joseon has on it. I feel like most of the Korean sunscreens have the PA4+ rating. So here are the regulatory differences. The US FDA approves fewer chemical filters. For example, they don't approve Tinosorb S and Uvinol A+. Okay. And in Korea and in Europe, products can use these for better UVA coverage. So you can also get some really good sunscreens in Europe too. Not just Korea, but like they're like the mecca of, for me at least, good sunscreen. So that's why sunscreens from Korea often feel lighter yet stronger. So many formulations sold in Korea aren't FDA approved for US sales. So imports use gray market distribution. Why they're so good. Korean brands layer skincare benefits like antioxidants, hydration, and barrier repair. Their textures are more like an essence, a serum, or gel base, super thin and wearable under makeup. Where if you use sunscreen in the US, like the Beauty of Joseon US formulation that I didn't know, like when you buy the Amazon one, it's like a thick white, it's like a thick sunscreen. It still blends in really beautifully. It's like really nice and glowy, but you're not getting that UVA protection the same level. And I don't know if that one says the PA++ thing on it. The packaging's a little different, but if you compare it to the one from Korea, it's like a completely different formulation. So you can like feel it. Like the texture is different. So in Korea, sunscreen is seen as skincare, not a separate step. I've always used sunscreen as skincare. Like, isn't that what that's skincare? But I don't get that. But so yeah, they're not playing around. Basically, you want to get your sunscreen with those pluses on it from Korea, or I guess in Europe. I don't know what their system is for rating the UVA protection, but I have a story and then on the episode about this sunscreen because Corey and I did a little staycation here at the Hotel Del in Coronado, and we were at the pool drinking cocktails, like chilling, whatever. And I brought my Beauty of Joseon sunscreen with me. And like a jackass, I was like, I'm just going to protect my neck and chest, or my face, neck, and chest, right? So I just slathered it on really thick all over my face, neck, and chest. No real rhyme or reason. I just put it on. And I didn't bring a hat like a jackass. So I had to like wrap a towel around my head, right? When I was laying out. And then, of course, I didn't do my arms or legs or anything else. Just worried about which is, it is what it is. And, at one point I'm like, nap time, like buzz nap in the sun, or buzz nap. What am I saying? Buzz nap in the sun time. I'm buzzed. I'm in the sun at the pool. I'm going to take a buzz nap in the sun. That's what I'm trying to say. So I fell asleep like a jackass with my sunglasses on, and I'm just like on my back, like in the sun, enjoying life. And, didn't really think anything of it. Like, stupid. I was in the sun and I didn't have at least the towel over my head or anything. Like I didn't protect myself that way at all. Cause that's the thing. I'm always wearing a hat at least, or cause the sun is like the number one reason why your skin ages. And that's just, so you can do something as simple as put a hat on and like really good sunscreen and cover your face with the towel if you're gonna be in the sun and tan. So the rest of your body, because you don't really give a fuck about your knees, do you? I mean, those do sag someday, but like I don't really care that. I'm not that OCD. It's just my face, neck, and chest. Cool. So long story short, we go to Nobu that night at the hotel for his birthday dinner, and I have this like 2-piece set. It's like a tube top thing and this like mermaid skirt, kind of like sweatery material, and seafoam green, doesn't matter. But my face, like when I was getting ready, because it kind of takes some time after you're in the sun to like notice if you got sunburned. While I was getting ready, I had this stark red line. Now I know like sunscreen, like it doesn't have to be from Korea. Like you can have the same effect, but this was crazy. Okay. there was a stark red line on my shoulder on both sides from where I didn't put sunscreen. And like, it was as if my chest and my face, neck, and chest was like porcelain, like porcelain. Like it was like I mean, and I wasn't very tan before or anything. Like I was totally being stupid with laying out in the sun, and the UV rays were like 11. Okay. It's San Diego. It's like fucking Labor Day weekend. Right. So anyways, that in that moment, I'm like, this is the best sunscreen in the world. Like, this shit works. Cause, I'm coming down, you guys. You can tell it's like end the episode. It's 2 p.m. What time did I start? 11:30. Oh my God. I think this is it. Let's just come down together. I have the chops to do this 7 days a week, like, or 5, like Monday through Friday. I should just start doing that. There's so much to talk about. Let's see if anything came through on my my news updates. Do we have any breaking news that I missed during the episode? Oh yeah, there's like a government shutdown, whatever that means. Oh shit. 19 people dead or missing after blast at Tennessee military explosive plant. Oh, that's really sad. I hate to say it, but it's like, it's always something. It's always something, and it's sad. Who was I listening to? Every now and then I tune into her podcast, Whitney Cummings, right? And she was talking about how she didn't jump on the Jimmy Kimmel thing right away like everyone does, because she made a really good point. Like, people's kink, like their thing, their like addiction is when tragedy strikes, when something happens, when a big news story breaks, all of these podcasters, all these influencers, all the people online just jump on it immediately and they want to like give their hot take and their opinion immediately. And they like, it's like this nonstop thing, because bad news always happens. You're always hearing about it. And every week it's like a new headline, a new hot thing happening. Right. And we're all on our phones. We're all seeing it. And so everyone's like chiming in, and she's like, it's kind of like, it's like dorky. It's like stupid. It's like, what did she say? It's like, yeah, it's like you're dorky. It's like stupid. Like, that's like the thing that gets you. It's like an addiction. Like, you're obsessed with putting in your opinion and hot take on your next episode. Is like an emergency episode. We got to talk about Kimmel getting canceled or whatever. I mean, that was, people's comments were legit, but I'm just saying, like, it's always something, I guess, that's what I'm saying. It's like end the episode. That's what you realize. I guess that's what you realize when you've been doing this for a while. I'm on my 5th year. It's like, if you're not checking the news every day and looking at your timelines and just like keeping up because you have a job, like that doesn't do much for you, you know? It doesn't. Or what am I saying? All right. I think that's the episode. Please hit that subscribe button. Let me turn this on again. I'm like having like convulsions right now. Is this like self-abuse, podcasting this long? I haven't eaten. I had 10 cold shrimp out of the fridge before I started. Yeah, I need to do a self-care routine after this. First thing I'm going to do is jump in the shower. The first thing I do after podcasting is I scrub off my full beat. And I don't have a lot on today, but this powder foundation is thick. And honestly, I was putting it on today and I was like, see, I can't end the episode. It's like further abusing myself right now. And have you guys seen, I think it's the ESPN guys that did their makeup on like a little video. So stupid how like there's just dumb videos like that now. Like just men putting on makeup before they get on camera at ESPN. But like it was cute. Like they were doing, I think it was like they were talking about their MAC foundation. It was like, I'm NC 25 and you're NW 30 or whatever they said. It was cute. All right. yeah, I'm going to go scrub this off. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please hit that subscribe button. And review the show 5 stars while you're there. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Jacqueline Monroe. And I have the Jacqueline Monroe Show Instagram. I've kind of always had it. I just never post there. You can follow all my Jacqueline Monroe Show accounts if you want to support the show that way. And finally, if you want to support the show financially, patreon.com/TJMS, patreon.com/TJMS. It's $5 a month. It's my little tip jar. Keeps my podcast going. So shout out to my Patreon people. Love you. That's it. And I'll talk to you. Am I going to do this before? I always say next week. We're going into the weekend. So yeah, I'll talk to you next week. Bye.